Hey guys, former WWE Superstar Hornswoggle here. Now Swoggle. They took the horn, but not the Swoggle. Makes perfect sense. I know. Anyways, you are watching Top Guy Theater, the most fun podcast, interview format, show experience I've ever been a part of. You are watching it, Top Guy Theater.
Yes, sir, we promised you a great deal of tonight.
Andre, the China Wrestlemania!
Wrestlemania is running wild.
My God, what a run! It's not a world is watching.
What's up, everybody? Phil Jackson here, filling in for Frank Bruno once again. I do have an update on Frank Bruno's condition after his unfortunate accident where the schmelting situation melted his penis off. He is indeed alive, contrary to popular belief, but he kind of fell in this deep depression, and he fell back into his old eating habits, started eating a lot of candy. Well, as luck would have it, he wound up in a candy store one day, and he was just gorging on whatever he could find and throwing piles of money at the candy store guy. And that son of a bitch found a Willy Wonka golden ticket. So he found himself in the factory. Augusta's sitting there drinking all the chocolate out of the river falls in. Well, those damn Oompa Loompas came out, and they started their song, but then they froze when they saw Frank Bruno. They waddled over to Frank. They stared at him in awe, and they just started bowing to Frank Bruno. And that's how Frank became king of the Oompa Loompas. Welcome to Top Guy Theater tonight, guys. Before we get started, I want to extend a very, very heartfelt thank you for everyone that joined us, participated, and donated in Marathon Mania Madness. Thank you for all your donations. I was so thrilled to be able to do it, and I cannot wait to do it again next year. We've got a great show for you tonight. We're covering WrestleMania 17. This is Antonio's pick, and this is also one of my favorite WrestleManias. And with that being said, the show must go on. And here we are. We've got a fun panel tonight. And joining us for the first time, and it seems like 4 million years, straight from Filter Free Podcast's basement. What's up, James Fellow?
What is happening, boys and girls? Thank you for letting me show up. That's what happens, I guess, when Frank doesn't come anymore.
Well, are we talking about sexually or in the show?
Yeah, well, you take that however you
Little
want.
column A, little column B.
Agreed. Agreed.
I'm with you on that. Henry, sir, how are you tonight?
I am jacked up and ready to go. I think that we've put together an excellent show tonight, and I'm ready to get the ball rolling and hit the ground running.
Speaking of rolling balls, Adam from Bama is here joining us tonight, and he loves to roll some balls in his hand. How you doing, Adam?
I'm never telling you any more of my secrets again. All you do is tell everybody my shit. I don't like it.
Hey, you know what? I never, ever, ever talked about that night in Zimbabwe.
I don't know what night you're talking about. Sorry. I don't know.
Speaking of Zimbabweans, we've got Frank Bruno the second, I believe, or as it was listed on the intro, Creamy McStuffins. Frank Bruno Jr., how are you today?
What are you doing, Antonio?
I have died and gone to heaven right now. Oh my God!
Congratulations. Can you come back down to earth and join the rest of us?
We're on. Okay.
What is distracting you so much? I have to know. Obviously, it has to deal with porn or a girl.
Yeah, pretty much
Holy
both.
shit!
Yeah, you saw what you saw.
I went to heaven. I'm doing good. I'm ready for this show. This is one of my favorite pay-per-views of all time. It was at the height of my fandom, so I'm ready to go.
Is that why you picked it? Was there a particular match or point in this pay-per-view that really just went and sold it home for you?
Well, I'm sorry that I'm not thinking straight right now. No, the main reason for the pay-per-view is obviously the main event, which, in my opinion, the best rivalry of all time, Stone Cold and The Rock.
Absolutely. I'm down with you there, as opposed to actual Frank Bruno, who shit all over both of them. Son of a bitch. Henry, if you would you lead us, sir, right into where we are starting?
All right, so tonight we're going to resurrect a concept we did a couple weeks ago when we covered Survivor Series 1997 and the Montreal Screwjob. We're going to cover the last 5 matches of WrestleMania 17, which begins with a Vince McMahon-Shane McMahon street fight. However, upon reflection and upon review of the product material, we came to a consensus decision that some of the things in the opening intro for that match, while they were appropriate for the storyline as it was told in 2000, 2001, don't necessarily fit with the world that we live in today. To cover that, however, because during this same week in wrestling history, we see the end of World Championship Wrestling as an independent entity. Vince McMahon and World Wrestling Federation Entertainment purchase World Championship Wrestling. AOL Time Warner subsequently gives them one final show on the Turner Networks to announce that and continue the build to WrestleMania 17. To begin tonight, we are going to go to the Peacock. We are going to pull up Season 7, Episode 13, the very last episode of WCW Monday Nitro from Club La Vila, Spring Breakout 2001 from Panama City Beach, Florida. And we're going to open to Vince McMahon on the Turner Networks.
Antonio, if you could, please show us both your hands and then give us a countdown.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play.
(2001) WCW at its finest, right here, boys and girls.
It's the exploding vagina.
Imagine that. Me, Vince McMahon. Imagine that. Here I am on WCW television. How can that happen? Well, there's only one way. You see, it was just a matter of time before I, Vince McMahon, bought my competition. That's right. I own WCW. So therefore, in its final broadcast tonight on TNT, I have the opportunity to address you, the WCW fans. I have an opportunity to address you, the WCW superstars. What is the fate of WCW? Well, tonight, in a special simulcast, you'll all find out. Because the fate, the very fate of WCW is in my hands.
Beside my jacker.
Goosebumps. When I saw that, I had no, I didn't have any, dirt sheets or know anything about it back then. So when I saw that, I was like, I was glued to the television. I was screaming at my parents who didn't give a shit about wrestling. I was like, Vince McMahon, oh my God. I was going bananas for that shit.
All right. From here, before we make our jump to WrestleMania 17, we're going to go further ahead in this episode to 1 hour, 12 minutes, 30 seconds. We're going to see Vince McMahon in the ring from the Gund Arena in Cleveland, Ohio, WWF Monday Night Raw. This is the simulcast that Vince McMahon was just talking about. And from here, we are going to go to Season 17, Episode 1 on the Peacock, WrestleMania 17 from the Reliant Astrodome in Houston, Texas.
1 hour, 12 minutes, and what?
30 seconds.
30 seconds.
And a 30-second Peacock ad to go with it.
You don't have
This
the
is why I
ad
spent $10. I don't want Independence Day being ruined by fucking ads. But we're gonna go in 3, 2. Is everybody?
Hold on.
No, I'm lost.
Hold
I'm
on.
totally lost. I'm off the rails already.
Jesus Christ.
Give me that time code again.
1 hour, 12
Jesus.
minutes, 30 seconds, season 7, episode 13, WCW Monday Nitro.
I was on ECW one night stand. Was that right?
Oh my
You said
god.
112.
All right, I think I'm watching Starrcade 83 at this point.
I was thinking of the boy band.
Did I
That's
see
all
early
we're
Ric Flair in the ring?
Well, you
I
said
thought we were watching
112.
UWF Rerun.
Wow.
112.
112, 30 seconds.
112?
See, even with the ad, though, I'm ready.
I have no ads.
Well, here's
Hold
the
on.
thing.
Hold on.
Here's a spoiler alert while Antonio figures out where his hand is in which pants. If you're an Xfinity customer, then you get the $5 one for free.
Right.
So my mom is an Xfinity customer, and she does not watch Peacock. So I have free Peacock.
I see. But you can't upgrade it for like half the price or anything like that.
No, I looked into that.
With my job, I get, if I wanted to, I could get free cable, but only be 200 megabytes a month, and I could get half a gig for $20 a month. But I bounced up that 1 gig for $40 a month, and with that, I get free HBO Max, which is unbelievable.
All right, are we all ready now?
Yeah, I'm ready.
112.
All right.
112.
30. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, from
I'm
the
ready.
Gund Arena in Cleveland, Ohio, this is the simulcast for WCW Monday Nitro. 3, 2, 1, play.
First time
Can I
ever.
get a time check?
For the
That's
first
my
time
bit.
ever in sports entertainment history, this broadcast is not only being seen here on TNN and Cleveland, Ohio,
Oh my God, I forgot they were on TNN.
being seen across
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
TNN
He's apparently also showing Monday Nitro on TNN, too.
television.
This is nuts.
Now, there's only one way that that can happen. There's only one way and one man that can make history like this happen. Obviously, you all know I have acquired WCW.
Yay!
Ooh.
So 6 days before WrestleMania.
SummerSlam.
It's
that
not
too.
exactly.
And it's like a stiff stiffy, too. That's the best part. It's a stiff stiffy.
The only thing is, Time Warner can't sell this property to anybody else because nobody really knows what to do with it. So therefore, this is what's going to happen. Time Warner is practically begging me,
Where's the lie?
to buy WCW, and I have agreed. There's only one small caveat that they're hearing for the first time,
For $200,000.
and that is this. Time Warner, they've signed the contract, and I will sign the contract. But I'll sign it this Sunday on pay-per-view at WrestleMania.
Okay.
And I'll sign it when Ted Turner himself walks down the aisle at WrestleMania and delivers the contract in front of me.
Things that would never happen.
And some would say, geez, Vince, how did you do it? How did you do it, Vince? I mean, you were up against this media conglomerate, Time Warner. You're up against a billionaire. I mean, how could you possibly do this? Well, some might say I had a little help along the way with certain WWE superstars and things of that nature, but quite frankly, the truth is I did it all on my own.
I did it for The Rock. I did it.
I did it.
You know,
It was,
I did it
well,
for the people.
it was my money. And it's like, okay, Vince, How could you possibly?
That went a little longer than it should have because I didn't see your message. I apologize. We are going to come back to that here in just a second before we jump to WrestleMania 17. But I personally think it would have been kind of cool right before that street fight, right before Vince and Shane did it on, if they make Ted Turner walk down the aisle at the Astrodome and sign the contract to sell WCW.
Yeah. Well, was Ted Turner still like sound of mind at that time?
Yeah, yes. He wasn't, because of the way the AOL Time Warner merger shook out. Turner had been stripped of his power.
Yeah, he was still technically in charge, but he had no say.
Yeah, he still had a functioning brand at that point. Oh Jesus, bye camera.
It helps if we can see you.
Shh, don't tell anyone. He still had a sound mind. He still had an office and everything, but he basically was. He was like the Queen of England. That's probably the best way to put it. He was just there.
He was like the Vice President of the United States.
If you guys want more info on this, obviously, highly recommend reading the Nitro book. It's my all-time favorite wrestling book. It's a very, very unbiased look at the end of WCW. And if you read it, you'll understand it wasn't bad booking. It wasn't Eric Bischoff. To most of an extent, it wasn't even Vince Russo. It was the AOL Time Warner merger that ended WCW. Fantastic read. Can't recommend it enough.
And if you're
it was Vince Russo. Don't lie.
The AOL Time Warner merger itself, I highly recommend a book called When Fools Rush In by author Nita Monk. It's actually, if you like business stuff and you're not looking just specifically for the wrestling aspect, it tells a good story about how the merger went horribly wrong.
Don't ruin my wrestling high with reality-based things, Henry.
Where are we going, Henry?
We're going to the Bunny Ranch.
I mean, we can do that. As we watch Vince McMahon do the Hulk Hogan pose, talk about how he wants to watch that over and over and over again. I don't know why.
That doesn't work for me, brother.
He's got enough of that in his own archives. Why does he need to watch WCW tapes for that?
That's true. Oh, speaking of the Bunny Ranch, did you hear Max Caster's rap?
Yes, that was awesome.
On Rampage last night? It was fantastic.
You said, like, what do you say?
Couldn't get laid in a Bunny Ranch.
Max Caster, I think, is the only individual in wrestling history that I both love and hate simultaneously.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's MJF for me, but
I love MJF because that dude, not since The Undertaker has anyone lived their gimmick so well.
I love and hate him at the same time.
Well, I
love to hate him.
I just read today. I read today that he no-showed the Fan Fest.
He did.
Ooh, I didn't hear about that.
He no-showed the Fan Fest, and supposedly he was in the casino last night.
Ooh.
And then someone took the opportunity to make a fake Sasha Naomi post, but about an MJF.
Wow.
In that MJF walked into Tony Khan's office and slammed down the diamond ring and said, "No one believes I'm the salt of the earth." It was fantastic.
Wow.
Henry, are we ready to proceed, sir?
Yeah.
Can we actually stick with this for a second? Go ahead about hold on.
About 1 hour, 23, 24?
Yeah, go jump to 123. We get closer to. I actually just did that. It looks like they're about to start the asshole chant, and then they'll hit the music, and then we'll get to the real meat and potatoes.
All right. I am at 123, and I'll wait for all y'all. That's right. I said all y'all. While we're waiting for everyone to get up there, I think it's time to throw out our TGT group chat quote of the week.
Oh, boy.
God.
This week's quote is from yours truly, Phil Jackson. Can't you just hear the noises those two would make when they are playing Slow Leapfrog?
You know what would make that segment more interesting? If you said who said this and then just
who said it?
Well, I mean, most of the time people would just kiss Antonio because most of it's sexual in nature.
Are we going from 1 hour 23 even?
Yeah, that's what I got it at.
All right. Is everybody else ready?
I'm ready for
I'm
you,
ready.
pal.
Sure.
3, 2, 1, play. 2.
My way.
Highway.
Every single one of you
For the highway.
to compete with me.
My way or the highway.
Son Shane. And I'm not too proud to say it. Every single one of you will be buried.
Buried.
Just like WCW is buried.
What do you think was the second best moment of this show?
Don't start with that.
The first best moment for me is Shane McMahon on the Titantron. That to me was the best moment of the show.
Yeah, that's the highlight.
Damn it, I'm Vince McMahon.
Right here.
Nope. The second best moment of the show is when Vince McMahon fires Jeff Jarrett on the air.
Oh, yeah. This
Henry quotes that almost every episode.
I'll walk out of this arena.
This moment coming up, you can hear the music, but there's also when they start the asshole chant.
Yes.
Where the crowd spontaneously starts yelling like a bird.
Eventually gonna happen at Wrestlemania, but
All I want to know is when you go to Club La Vila, why are you wearing a sweater from Structure?
I don't know.
It's even a turtleneck.
I always wondered why he had a turtleneck on.
Did he have a gold chain? I forgot.
No.
Was he also wearing that apple bottom jeans and the boots with the fur?
No.
The club, everybody was looking at her.
Well, him, but yeah.
Also not true.
what in the hell is he doing?
Did he get low?
Rapid fire, real quick. Shane McMahon's best match. Go.
That's the ass.
Best match.
Shane versus Kurt Angle, King of the Ring.
Yeah. Shane and Angle.
Got to watch tonight.
Shane versus AJ Styles.
That's a great match too.
Surprise, Dad. You're in Cleveland, Ohio. And I'm here in Panama City Beach, Florida. Standing in a WCW ring. And as usual, Dad, your ego has gotten the best of you. Your ego has gotten the best of you. I mean that you wanted to finalize this deal, WCW at WrestleMania. You wanted it. You had the audacity to ask Ted Turner himself to come down and finalize that deal. Well, Dad, that's just the opportunity that I was looking for. Because, Dad, the deal is finalized with WCW. And the name on the contract does say McMahon.
That look.
However, the contract reads...
This McMahon has some of the best facials.
Oh, yeah.
Little dimple in his chin.
His butthole chin.
That
He's got a butthole chin.
Fantastic. Yes, he
I
does.
watched that, and all I could think of was what could have been.
Well, he had one.
Yeah, obviously, all the top tier WCW guys had those fat, Turner contracts. They were just going to ride out, and no one can blame them. But Jesus, what could have been if he got all the top tier talent right off the bat?
Yeah, maybe while we're taking in our main event tonight, Phil, we can have that discussion. But now, ladies and gentlemen, with the conclusion of WCW Monday Nitro, as we see Shane McMahon trying to rile up the crowd in Panama City Beach, Florida, after having announced he's purchased World Championship Wrestling, we jump now to our main event of the evening, WrestleMania 17, from the Reliance Astrodome in Houston, Texas. We're going to start here at All Zeros. It is season 17, episode 1. And Frank, would you like to do the countdown again?
Sure, but I'm going to say another word in place of play. So
Oh, God.
Alrighty. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ejaculation.
What has this show gone to? Why would anybody want to skip the intro? That's what I want to know.
This is one of the best intros.
With the -4 match in it? I don't actually think it was a bad match, for the record.
You're talking about Hogan Object?
Yes.
For me, what'll never top this is WrestleMania Goes to Hollywood.
Oh, they made
Love
two of
those
those like little clips. That was fantastic.
It's nice how they show Yokozuna with a belt, but ignore the fact that Hogan took it from him like 30 seconds later.
All because of a European tour.
European.
Tour.
Hogan must pose.
Yep. Now, was this David Sahadi's work right here?
Possibly.
Hey,
This is like the one thing though that hasn't changed in terms of like their production. Like their production quality, even with Sahadi leaving, like is still way better than anybody else's.
Yep.
Absolutely. Yeah, we were talking about that last week when we were watching our New Japan show. You know, New Japan's production values are top freaking notch. They're just a step below WWE.
Oh yeah.
I was really shocked about how leveled up their production was. And I mean, obviously, no one can touch WWE's production. I don't think that's ever going to happen. AEW's minimalist, which is okay for them. And again, TNA's WWE circa 2009. But now New Japan has its own style, and it's great.
Yeah, great. Time code.
218, 19, 20,
Time code.
21, 25, 27.
Once Bill wants to stop tracking it here.
I stopped tracking it like 20 minutes ago.
Ow. Ow.
Get in the game.
How to find out when the hosts are not listening to the show?
I know.
We are a well-oiled machine.
I apologize.
We are a well-oiled machine here on Top Gun Theater, guys.
All right, from here we go to our opening contest of the night, which isn't actually whatever the hell it's supposed to be for WrestleMania 17. We jump ahead to 1 hour, 28 minutes, 55 seconds. Give me a minute here. We are going to see Shane McMahon preparing to come out to Vince McMahon's No Chance in Hell. And now we can really get underway. Let you guys take a second to catch up with us.
You said 128.55?
1 hour, 28 minutes, and 55 seconds. Yes, sir.
And we're just going to let it ride all the way through.
Oh, boy.
Is that what she said?
No.
That is not what she said.
Well, why not?
With you, she didn't feel it.
God dang it, Adam.
Mr. Krabs?
I am ready when you're all ready.
I'm ready.
All right. WrestleMania 17 Tough Guy Theater style without the AFS Wolfpack. In 3, 1, play.
You mean the AFS herd of kittens?
Oh, boy.
Oh, man.
For the record, I love each and every single one of them. But when they did this a couple months ago, they did the whole show. And as much as I look forward to eventually someday covering the whole of WrestleMania 17.
I'm not covering no whole.
Hey, who knows? We might get lucky. We might have got lucky in the marathon. It's already happened, so maybe we watched it a week ago. We're in the future.
Oh, yeah, that's
I
true.
can't tell.
I hear it.
So we talked just a second ago. We did a quick rapid fire on Shane McMahon's best match. Let's go the opposite. Vince McMahon's best match.
I'm gonna say Vince McMahon and Hulk Hogan at WrestleMania 19.
Not a bad pick.
Royal Rumble 99.
Who was that? Oh, that was the
Royal Rumble match that he won, yeah.
That's right. That's right.
How is that his best match?
Nah,
He
I'm saying McMahon, Austin, St. Valentine's Day Massacre.
That was a good one. I am going McMahon, Ric Flair, the Royal Rumble.
Oh, I forgot about that one. That's a good one.
I tell you, the one iconic image I will never for my life get out of my head is Vince McMahon just slowly rising up.
Oh my God, is that Johnny Ace?
Yep.
Lance Storm, Mark Jindrak.
The B Squad.
Things that should be registered as lethal weapons.
Yeah.
So Vince McMahon versus his quads when he lost. He's my favorite.
There you go.
It's a great one. The only other reason that I say that,
go ahead, James.
The only other reason I say McMahon versus Austin is like it is one of the last times where like when he gets in the ring, he looks jacked.
Oh my God, yes.
You know,
Yeah, I'll say this: St. Valentine's Day Massacre was my favorite.
He still looks good for like what 76.
Yeah.
I wish I looked as good as Vince when I'm 76.
I love that. I love the part of the match. I love that part of the match where Austin's trying to escape the cage. Now every time Vince is like flipping him off, and Austin goes back in and whoops some ass some more.
I can't look at Mankind the same anymore after Brad's F Mary Kill. I just can't look at him the same anymore.
Oh God! You think he uses the mandible claw in the bedroom?
It depends which one he's dressed up as.
What kind of show are you running over there?
Brad did F Mary Kill. He did the ladies and then he did the men. The first picks were Dewdrop, Dadgummit, the New Girl in NXT, and Nia Jax.
Hang on, I'm just going to say this right now.
Oh my God.
Stephanie McMahon, circa 99 to 2003, that bad girl bitch persona, all the way live.
Oh, even today. Even today, too. Ooh.
Thought somebody was moving a fleet of moving trucks down my street. Apparently somebody's setting off fireworks.
Oh, wow. Yeah, so my favorite Stephanie was when she was the GM of SmackDown. Oh, my God.
Well, it's because it was nothing but boob shots for the 2 years.
You know how many times I replayed that segment with her and Cena?
That's where your arm bucked up, right? Where you got like those 24-inch guns. Was that scene?
No, that's when I get tired of
weights.
That's when I get bored of the regular porn and go to YouTube.
I love how it says "Daddy's Girl" there, but just a few short, like 6, 7, 8 weeks later, she's no longer Daddy's Girl.
She's Tripp's girl.
Vince gotta have some like incestual dreams.
I just can't. I can't for the life of me. Can't be Vince. Like I can't put myself in Vince McMahon's brain directing Eric Bischoff making out with his wife or his daughter, just sitting right there, telling Eric Bischoff exactly how he wants Eric Bischoff.
Kiss her, damn it, kiss her.
Oh, let me show you how it's done.
Oh my God!
Things that make me go.
You know, I actually had the opportunity to ask Mrs. B about what she thought of those segments on the one and only ad-free shows live she did. And she says, well, all I can say is that's show business.
Wow.
So, Antonio, the other F Mary Kill was the 3 Faces of Foley.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's pretty simple. I'm killing Cactus Jack.
You're effing Cactus Jack. That's a lot of fun.
If I'm effing, I'm probably gonna F Mankind. I'm probably gonna marry Dude Love because Dude Love seems like a good guy to live with.
I would just call it escort service because I'm not going in.
Yeah, because you let them go in.
Yes.
You
That's
let
what she
them
said.
go in. That's the problem.
Well, the problem is you got to see Cactus Jack likes barbed wire. So if you're trying to go insert, you might have barbed wire right in there.
I love how like Stephanie McMahon slaps. Her slaps are not working slaps. She just fucking slaps you.
Oh my! What we could have had if she went for Playboy.
No. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Thank you for giving me another opportunity, Eric Bischoff. I love you to death, but fuck you for robbing Stacy Keibler of a Playboy photo shoot.
While we're at it, fuck you, David Flair, for giving up the hottest woman in professional wrestling.
And you know what? We're going Fox.
What were you thinking?
We're going Fox. Fuck Dave Meltzer because fuck you, Dave Meltzer.
Like, remember that SmackDown episode where remember?
No! Why?
Why?
I'm gonna delete that photo. I swear to God.
That just reminds me of. Oh my God! I'm gonna have to wash my eyes out with chlorine.
Ow! My eyes.
Are you done, Mr. Overdramatic?
Okay, I'm good. I forgot I have my protective glasses on, so I'm good.
You got the double J. You got the double J glasses on, so all you see is I don't know what the fuck double J sees, but
Nothing.
how to ruin factions.
How to get fired.
G, double O, double N.
He sees the ugly ring attire. That's what he sees.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie though. That WrestleQuest game he's helping build and promote, I'm buying that game. I'm a huge RPG guy. I'm a huge wrestling guy. Putting those two together, oh man, I can't wait for that. And someone even Conrad Thompson in the game.
Hey, another Stephanie segment that I use for material.
Jesus Christ.
When she announces Playboy, when she's teasing everybody. No? Okay. I use my imagination.
I don't think I've ever heard the room die quite that hard.
And the crowd goes mild.
No, the crowd went comatose.
No, it went flaccid.
Oh God. This segment has been brought to you by Spurries, the candy you love to swallow.
Hey, I haven't got
100 grams per load. Great bursting flavor.
No salt added. Remember that.
No salt. Wait, what?
Well, apparently, according to Tony Schiavone, I'm deranged.
Well,
I agree.
It's amazing he hasn't actually met you in person. I'm the only one of us in this group that has.
What?
And yeah, I met him last year before I went to Florida.
I met him in Top Guy Weekend. I met him in person.
No, you didn't. He wasn't there.
Last year.
What?
And Tony wasn't there.
No, Henry said he's the only person here that's met him.
Yeah.
Antonio.
That is
Correct.
an actual
No,
statement.
I haven't met him in person.
Yeah, I met him in person at Top Guy Weekend.
Who? Antonio?
Oh, no, I thought you were talking about Tony Schiavone.
No.
No, I haven't met Tony in person. I talked to him on the phone and the Zoom. Huh?
We've met Tony in person now a couple of times.
Yeah.
He's a cool dude.
How much you want?
Apparently, all you got to say is Frank Bruno's name, and he'll just show up.
How much you want to bet? How much you want to bet when I meet Tony at Top Guy Weekend? First thing he's gonna say is, "Watch it." Did you watch the ants first?
Probably.
Yeah.
You know, I
would.
I actually ran into Tony Schiavone at Top Guy Weekend before anything else. Like, me and my buddy got there, and like I instantly spotted Tony Schiavone in a pink shirt. And he looked lost, like this old man with dementia. And I just walked over. I'm like, "Hey, Tony, I'm glad to see you at Top Guy Weekend." Shook his hand. I'm like, "Are you looking for something?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to get in to see Conrad." And he's like pulling on doors that are locked. And I'm like, "Man, I wish I could help you. I'm glad to see you here. Can't wait to talk to you some more." And I left him alone. But my first impression of him was, Jesus Christ, he's short.
That was my first impression of Antonio when I met him in person.
Yeah, like I said last night, it's like freaking Henry.
Speaking of comatose.
There we go, Antonio.
The puppies and Linda McMahon.
Antonio, let me see your hands.
Oh boy.
Wait, that's just one hand. That's just one hand. What are you doing?
Don't worry about the other hand.
I don't know what's worse, the fact that he's not showing us the other hand, or the fact that one of the two women there is Linda McMahon.
I would do Linda.
Sick little moo cow.
Hey, don't lie. We all would go for Linda.
Speak for yourself. I personally don't prefer them to have one foot in the grave and the other on a banana peel.
Oh, look at her.
I forgot all about this part.
Oh, my God.
And isn't it at the end, Linda miraculously gets up and slaps Vince and...
Hey,
you spoiled it.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, guys.
Oh, Jesus. That's it. I'm done. I'm out. I can't believe you ruined it for me again.
I didn't mean to spoil a 21-year-old
Cat fight. I can't do it.
Dysfunctional mania is running wild.
Cat fight.
He's got a family, damn it.
So here's something that might piss some of you guys off.
Wait, hold on. I want one of these to fly out.
All right. So anyway, here's something that might piss some of you guys off. I like Trish Stratus. And I thought, for when she came in for, being a part of TNA, and I'm not talking about tits and ass, I'm talking about Tess and Albert. She really developed as a wrestler and as a character, but I never saw like the appeal of her being like this top tier ladies wrestler. I'm not saying she's not good, and I'm not saying she didn't break ground, but I watch her matches, and I'm just not like. I wanted to see Lita matches. I wanted to see the high flying. I wanted to see the innovative. I didn't want to see her ducking over a clothesline and then doing the slingshot bulldog for the win. She just never did anything for me. Go ahead, Henry.
I want to know how many people in that crowd would have jumped over the barricade at the moment that Foley pulls Stephanie McMahon off Trish Stratus.
Oh my God, they're bouncing.
Jesus Christ.
Now
we really know why you picked this pay-per-view.
Oh my, yeah, that's probably why too.
Are you going to be excited when Iron Sheik comes out later?
Yes, I am.
Is he going to break Hulk
He's
Hogan?
already excited just thinking about it.
Oh,
look at Howard Finkel. Rest in peace.
Oh, Howard.
God, look at Vince McMahon's facials. He is such a good heel.
Best heel ever.
Now that I'm thinking about it, like every time I see JR in a WWF or WWE event, he has lost a ton of weight.
Yep.
Yeah.
You can see it immediately in his face.
For keeping McMahon from slapping his wife.
I don't know how up to date you guys are on Grilling JR, but he says he wants to finish up wrestling when he hits 50 years in the industry.
Yeah,
that's unprecedented.
Yeah, he said once he hits 50, he's probably going to call it.
I mean, I think that's a nice round number. Say I spent half a century calling wrestling.
Yeah. Like now during AEW, like he tries to call the action the best he can, but like some of the stuff I can see why he gets annoyed at.
Are they not? Did they stop censoring chair shots in the head, or they just miss a lot of censors? Because
well, they censored ones that people complained about.
Oh, like Rock, Foley, and Rumble.
Yeah, so they censored some of those, but like a couple of these, like I bet they just don't. Like I don't think they looked into each one of them.
I mean, I think I wouldn't want to censor him, but if somebody's like, hey, we want you to censor every chair shot from anything on this ever. So I'm like, what you're saying is you want to pay me to sit here for years and watch all wrestling. Sure, I'll do that. Cool. I'll take that job.
I mean, you still got to make it look good, though. That's the problem.
Yep. Frank.
Where the hell is Ted Turner?
Frank would shit all over that job.
Turner, and he's not here.
Henry, why would you actually expect him to be here?
Vince McMahon said he would be.
Vince McMahon's a liar. He's a heel. He lies.
He's a heel.
Motherfucker.
Goddamn double cheeseburger.
Jim Cornette won the gimmick battle royal.
Okay,
Well-
I'm reading that a flight out of Las Vegas has been booked for MJF. So they're saying that he's flying out of Vegas.
So I've already talked about this because this is in the future, but we did an episode of Main Event Matt Day prior to Double or Nothing where we talked about MGF, and I think this is probably one of the best examples of a work shoot in a long time.
You think it's a work?
Wait just a second. I'm going to stop you both because we're about to get to the good part of this match.
Oh yeah, my favorite part too. Should we track it?
No.
Okay. Should we track it? No.
You can if you want.
Nah,
nah. Just watch the crowd. Look it.
Are you going the Fightful Select route, by the way, Antonio?
Yeah. Oh my God! Look at the people.
And the people go banana.
Hey, did you see right there that Vince spread his legs open a little bit for Linda to get the shot in?
Yep.
I wonder if she actually legit kicked him.
You know, knowing Vince McMahon, he probably had her kick him there, and he probably got off on it.
Yeah, to answer your question, Quello, yes, Fightful.
Well, I mean, I doubt very much she knows how to throw a working kick, so
yeah.
You know,
he probably just told her, like, well, lay it in there, pal.
You know, give credit to Vince McMahon. You know, never trained as a wrestler, but he was able to get in there and do all the crazy shit any other wrestler does, crazy bumps, and dangerous shit, slaps, kicks to the nuts, the whole kit and caboodle. So, you know, he's a guy that does, in effect, lead by example in a lot of ways. At least during this era.
So
Here we go. Is this the first coast to coast he's ever done?
That's what I was about to ask because I'm not sure if RVD did it already.
I don't know how many of you guys watch Heels. In the very first episode, in the very first 5 minutes, there's a little bit where the main character is typing out his match, and one of the first things he types out was coast to coast, and then there's a quick shot at him doing the coast to coast. I was like, holy crap.
The facial expressions of Linda McMahon, it's like she wants to get in the ring and kick his ass too.
1, 2,
3. WCW wins! WCW wins!
I like her clap. I like her stoic clapping. Like, I approve.
Do you guys think that, like, if they had, like, at the last minute added some stakes about WCW in that match, it would have made it even better? Like, you know, if Shane McMahon wins, WCW takes over Raw for a month or something like that?
Yeah, this was a good match in terms of story.
Oh, for sure. This is one of my favorite Manias of all time.
Yeah, same here.
I think this might be my favorite, but again, I say this a lot. WrestleMania 4 is the one I've watched the most.
Well, I can't say that because I'm not old.
All right, guys, from here, just so we can consolidate a little bit of time, I want to jump ahead to the beginning of TLC 2. Everybody's going to be in the ring. We're going to go with the opening bell. That time cue is where are we now? At 1 hour, 56 minutes even.
Okay.
All right. And man, did the TLC matches ever define what we see today in wrestling or what? Because I mean, like any of the high profile matches in AEW, any of the super big stunts, people jumping off of, you know, that like the Darby Allin stunt where he jumped off the top of the ladder and do like 27 chairs with Jeff Hardy. We get none of that without these TLC matches.
I know. More innovative back then.
These guys were willing to risk it all to put on a hell of a show, and all it did was elevate every single one of them to the next level. And so let me ask you guys this. So we've got 3 former WWE World Champions, or 3 soon-to-be WWE World Champions in that ring: Edge, Christian, and Jeff Hardy.
Well, I'm there now at 156 even.
We've got
Are we going to
Matt
hit
Hardy.
play or
we've got-
what's going on
Are we
here?
playing play?
Are we ready?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm ready.
I had to step away. I didn't get to hear the time code. I'm sorry.
1 hour,
156 even.
56 minutes even.
So while we're waiting on him, so do you guys think that any of the other 3, Bubba Ray, Devon, or Matt Hardy, could have been a WWE champion?
Maybe Matt Hardy, but Devon, I don't think so.
I'm actually saying Bully Ray could because
Bully Ray, 100%. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He
Just about
surprised me.
moving on. Anyway.
He surprised me in TNA with his singles run, and it's a shame that when they came back, they didn't get offered that same type of push when he came back to WWE.
Well, nobody's entitled to that.
Oh,
Okay,
no,
we're
except for Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, we're all ready.
All right. From 1 hour, 56 minutes, even the beginning of TLC 2 from WrestleMania 17 in 3, 2, 1, play.
One of my top favorite matches. Of
How much money would we have to pay you to get you to swanton off a ladder at Top Guy Weekend into a table, Adam?
All you do is ask me. As long as Antonio's laying on the table.
Hey. What'd I say to you?
This works
Or
out
Eddie.
because we can put a member of Bill's Mafia through a table at Top Guy Weekend.
Or 80. We can put 80 on the table turn.
No, we could put Money Mike on there if you really wants to get back into the.
No, because the table won't fit. The table won't fit him and his mom at the same time.
Well, I was about to say, I was about to say,
God.
if you guys want to get some deadly heat, you don't put Money Mike on there. You put his mom on there. That's how the deadly's doing.
Yeah, you'll get plenty of heat with Mark Nelson, or as we like to call him, the future Mr. Money Mike's daddy.
Money Mike's mom on a pole match?
Tracy, book this shit.
Judy Bagwell forklift special.
Too soon.
See, the thing about this match, like, you weren't like expecting all of like these spots that were gonna happen. Like in AEW, like it's too predictable. You know what I'm saying?
So, which was better, TLC 1 or TLC 2?
TLC 2.
That's tough.
Well, here's my thing. I'm a little torn because TLC 1, you didn't know what to expect. You had no idea, and then there was this huge shock factor. And so TLC 2, you already had these expectations coming in of what you wanted to see. So you knew the shit was going to happen.
An underrated TLC match was the one that included Jericho and Benoit. That was on SmackDown.
The interesting thing, though, like about this match, even though like you saw the first one and all the card wrecks and everything else that happened, just like thinking about it and looking at this, you still, you still don't know what's going to happen in each one of these. Unlike AEW, where you're like, okay, spot, like they're just going to get all their spots in. Where this is like they're legitimately trying to they're trying to get the ladder. They're trying to go for the belts, right? Like they're trying to actually win the match.
Knowing what we know now about concussions, do you think this match would have been different?
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, that would have been different. The aspects of it would have been different. Yeah.
So
spot right there.
Speaking of different, we're going to go to one very different individual, and Mr. Henry Effingham, and we are going to map it.
Yo ho ho!
Hey!
Blow me down!
Na 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 na.
332 T-Hawk, USS T-Hawk. This is Namcom State Dr. Roger, over.
show tonight, WrestleMania 17, brings us to the Reliant Astrodome in Houston, Texas. When opened, it was dubbed the eighth wonder of the world. It sits on the same property that NRG Stadium sits on. NRG Stadium is the home of the NFL expansion franchise, the Houston Texans. This building that they're performing in tonight was actually the former home of what is now the Tennessee Titans. The Houston Oilers would play in this building from 1968 until that franchise left with Bud Adams. Bud Adams can go die in a fire, fuck him and every single thing he stands for in 1996. This also used to be the home of the Houston Astros before Minute Maid Park opened in 1999. The Astrodome has been closed since 2008, and its biggest event attendance in its entire span as a working facility was actually this event tonight. WrestleMania 17, almost said WrestleMania 35. I don't know where that came from. Garnered an attendance of 67,925 people, which was a record for the Astrodome. Go into a little bit of fact and knowledge here. The city of Houston, Texas, actually splits across three separate counties within the state of Texas: Fort Bend County, Montgomery County, and Harris County, which is actually where the Astrodome is located. The city itself was incorporated on June 5th, 1837, and is named for former president of the Republic of Texas, Sam Houston. At the 2020 census, Houston had a population of 2,304,580 people, which puts it as the fourth largest city in the United States, behind New York City, Los Angeles, and Chicago, Illinois. Some of the more notable people from Houston: all three members of ZZ Top are from the city of Houston, Texas, as is former host of the CBS Evening News, Mr. Walter Cronkite, who passed away in 2009. One half of the 10-time WCW World Tag Team Champions Harlem Heat, Stevie Ray Huffman, was born in the city of Houston, Texas. This city is also the birthplace and primary home of one Mark Calloway, who might be known better to us as The Undertaker.
Wait, it's not me, Mark Dallas?
You shut your whore mouth. A multiple-time WWE World Heavyweight Champion, multiple-time WWE Tag Team Champion, and just because we did the whole bit with WCW at the beginning of the show, he was a one-time WCW Tag Team Champion during the Invasion with his brother Kane. It actually was in this state in 1991 that he won his first WWF title from Hulk Hogan at this Tuesday in Texas. One of the other people of note that I found interesting, Bruce Pritchard. Bruce Pritchard is not, in fact, from Houston, Texas. I discovered tonight that he was actually born in El Paso. But because most of Bruce Pritchard's wrestling history involves the city of Houston, Texas, I felt that, one, because we probably aren't covering a pay-per-view from El Paso anytime soon, and two, Houston, you might as well call it Bruce Pritchard's home because of the time he spent here. It merited mention tonight. I also found in my research that former IndyCar driver A.J. Foyt was born in the city of Houston, Texas. Foyt is a four-time winner of the Indianapolis 500. He was also a winner of the 24 Hours of Le Mans, which is a Rolex sports car race that they hold every year in France. The 24-hour Rolex race at the Daytona International Speedway that they use the road course for. And he is one of only two people, the other being Formula One legend Mario Andretti, to both win the Indianapolis 500 and the Daytona 500 in a storied motorsports career. There's one other thing I wanted to touch on. Let me make my way down here. I mentioned
my way downtown.
I mentioned at the beginning, the Houston Texans began play in 2002. They replaced the Houston Oilers that went to Tennessee to become the Titans.
There goes Spike. Sorry, Henry.
The city of Houston actually wasn't first in line for this team. The the city of Los Angeles and the city of Toronto actually put in bids for the 32nd NFL franchise. Los Angeles lost its two teams in 1995 and would only get them back in 2016. the Raiders would go back to Oakland, the Rams would go to St. Louis. In 2016, the Chargers would return to LA with the Rams, and the Raiders would begin the process of moving to Las Vegas. Toronto is the home of next year's WrestleMania from the Rogers Center, WrestleMania 18, whose big match was The Rock Hogan. There was a match in there somewhere for the undisputed WWF Championship. Scott Hall wrestled Steve Austin. None of that shit matters. It was Hulk Hogan all the goddamn way. And because we typically talk about other products, pay-per-views, in this similar segment too, there's not a WCW or an ECW pay-per-view to talk about this week because they're both closed down. It is worth noting, though, that this isn't the only WWE pay-per-view within the month of April. On April 29th, from the Allstate Arena in Rosemont, Illinois, WWF will hold Backlash 2001. The main event match, oh, shut up, you stupid thing, is a winner-take-all contest between the two-man power trip consisting of the Game Triple H, WWF champion Stone Cold Steve Austin, going up against the Brothers of Destruction, with the World Tag Titles, the Intercontinental Championship, and the WWE title on the line. Triple H and Steve Austin will win that match to basically hold all the important gold in WWE before Triple H will hurt himself about a month later and basically miss the invasion. And that's all I got.
All right. Well, with that, we actually have a very special guest hopping in here. We would like to welcome Mr. James Stewart to the show. How are you doing, James?
Oh, my. I'm good. How are you?
You came in just in time to see Leah take her time.
Oh, my God. Oh, look. Oh, never mind. Oh, my God. I just came in here to talk about MJF and flying out of Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Wait, we're not supposed to talk about current stuff. My fault.
Oh, no. We can talk about current stuff all you want. We were just talking about that earlier.
Oh, wow. Wild. This is WrestleMania 17, one of the greatest. I think everybody thinks it's the greatest WrestleMania of all time.
Yep.
This ladder match, greatest TLC match of all time?
Yeah.
Oh, good question.
I don't know where it is.
Top three?
Nah, I think it's the best out of all the TLC matches.
Was it Matt Hardy just did a podcast with Christian Cage about this match and how they're trying to time out everything and do all the different innovative spots? It's must listen. Of course, over at adfreeshows.com.
So please tell me y'all saw the Young Bucks dress up as the Hardys.
Oh, yeah, that was crazy.
And Brandon Cutler dressed up as Lita.
He had the thong on.
Yeah, it was so funny, man. That was so great.
Well, he had the thong on and everything.
Yeah, he had it way up, too. It was so great.
Then he had Gangrel.
Jeff Hardy still doing this stuff. God bless him.
Yeah.
We were just talking about this right before you got here. Which do you think was better, TLC 1 or TLC 2?
So I love this one the most. The actual best out of the series of TLCs is the one on SmackDown, where it had the 4 teams, where it had Benoit and Jericho in it as well.
I do remember that one.
That's why I said it was like one of the underrated TLC
if
matches.
Chris Benoit's in it, it doesn't exist.
I know, and that's the problem. And plus, it was on SmackDown, and it wasn't publicized as much. But that one, I think, was the best one. And it also had to fight commercial breaks, if I remember correctly.
Oh yeah, a lot of them.
So it was working. It was working against it. But I like this one out of the 3-way matches the most.
You know, I was just saying. So you know, the first one, no one knew what to expect. No one had ever seen a TLC match before. So everything in the match was like, holy shit. When you get to TLC 2, you've already got an expectation of mind of what you're going to see. You still see holy shit moments and things you've never seen before, but you knew stuff like that was coming.
Phil, look at the spot coming up right now.
Oh, I know. I love this spot.
Like, this is something Sammy Guevara will never do.
No.
Sammy's pretty impressive. I'm not going to lie. But Jeff Hardy, he's the original king of this shit.
Oh, my God. Look at that. Jeez. Yeah, see, right there. Could have really did some damage.
Now, see, if that were Shelton Benjamin, he would have ran across, jumped up, grabbed it, did a flip. landed on his feet, flipped everyone off, won the match. Shelton Benjamin, he was nuts in these ladder matches.
You know what
It was the gold standard.
I actually love this particular thing where he's trying to get across and it falls because there's a element of realism as opposed to, well, everything's choreographed.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
100% agree.
That's like if you guys are familiar with Sabu from ECW, I believe he's on the record as saying that he would put in
there was the
F-up spots on purpose.
Yeah.
Are we talking about Joey Janela setting his foot on fire FF spots?
Oh God.
What a
That was
That was one of the dumbest things I've ever seen in wrestling.
That's probably the dumbest I've seen.
I mean, who do you blame? Do you blame Joey for putting his foot on fire, or do you blame having a fire extinguisher nearby?
You blame the person who suggested it. You blame the person who approved it. Those are the two people you blame.
Right. You know, but you would think having a fire extinguisher near that ring would probably be a good idea as well.
As long as it was the right one and not the one from Chicago at WrestleMania 13 that was the real one and not the fake one.
Not the fake one. And then Matt and Bubba are dead now. They've died. They're going to stand
that's the best part about this match. Like, you don't really know. Like, they don't. How do I say it? Like, you know how in AEW during these kind of matches, you could tell they're like calling for spots.
Yep.
All that is like visible, but here you don't know.
You know, there are some in AEW who are still really good at covering up their spot calling, and I'm not just talking about the older wrestlers. There's some of the newer guys that can really just, you don't really see him do it. I don't think I've ever seen Darby Allin call a spot.
No, I think he
It's usually the other guy leading the match because the heel usually leads the match.
And there you go.
There it was. Edge and Christian, 2 years running TLC champs.
Well, tag team champions.
That too. Whew. I'm tired just looking at that.
So does Conrad have these titles too, or no?
He probably does somewhere.
He probably has them.
I think it's that. Yeah, I think it's that version of the title.
If not,
no, I think he got the Bulldog titles, if I'm not mistaken.
So how awesome was it to grab the big gold belt at Top Guy Weekend, to hold that son of a bitch in your hands?
I haven't held it yet.
Ooh.
I'll be going this Labor Day. I didn't get it last year.
It was Roll Tide, Phil. It was Roll Tide.
So I don't know if you saw, there was a video online, just I think it was posted today, where Rebel did a karaoke at an event. That was like an ultra watered down version of the Top Guy Weekend karaoke. We had half the AEW roster there. There was so much crazy shit going on. Thunder Rosa was surprisingly amazing at singing. She let us all live it on a prayer. She sang with Rebel. She did a solo song. She did, it was from Selena. I can't remember the name of the song, but it was a Selena song. You know, I could go on and on. That karaoke stole the weekend. I mean, we even had Sting show up, and that karaoke topped that shit. 5 minutes. If we had gone 5 minutes longer, because the hotel was trying to shut us down, but apparently the hotel didn't know that Tony Khan was in the fucking building.
Yeah.
5 minutes after they shut us down, Tony Khan showed up, and he was going to hop into the karaoke with us.
What? Why am I? I know this episode's in the future, but why am I seeing Samoa Joe also didn't show up for the Fan Fest?
You know, that's very, very, very curious. But again, like I talked about on Main Event Matt Dan, which happened a week ago, I think this MJF situation is the epitome of a work shoot. Because here's the thing. His contract status, when he talks about that, that's legitimate. That's 100% legitimate. But MJF does not break character in public or anything at all. And so it seems like if he keeps that trend going, he's going to keep saying he wants more money on the air, on interviews, everywhere you go. I mean, it gives you that what it feels like. Is he really like that? Or is this another one of those, this is MJF and character things? And that's the beauty of MJF, because again, since The Undertaker, I've never seen someone to stay in character so well. It's amazing.
Well, so here's kind of my question is, when do we figure out that AEW is really a backstage disaster and that it's no different than WWE and it's broken promises and disorganization and, this, that, and the other
Broken
thing?
Matt Hardy.
Like when do we get reporting on that?
I think the cracks of that started to show when Cody left. That was, to me, like 3 months ago, you told me Cody Rhodes was going to be in a high-profile WrestleMania match. I laughed at you. Like, Cody Rhodes.
I wouldn't have, based on the Sports Illustrated article in December.
Yeah.
I was thinking Rumble come back, and
Yeah.
Justin Barrasso did that story with Cody and has since circled back to it. But, Cody's like, oh, it was easy. And that's because at the end of the day, most of these guys, they're all WWF fans. And MJF's dream is to be the WWF champion.
Yep.
And now he's got Cody there to kind of, talk him through it. He knows Bruce from MLW. It just seems like a slam dunk that MJF ends up
Right.
there.
But the big problem with MJF going to WWE is we won't get the MJF we have now. They will have to water him down. And that's just, if they can keep him even at like 75% of what he is now, he'll still be great. But MJF being the exact uncensored person he is now is what got him where he is. It's kind of like, let's think of a good example here.
ECW's best work was 1995, but they didn't get mainstream until 97. We've already seen it, and they had to tone it down.
Exactly. That's a perfect example. So, and then there's WWE CW. Who gave a shit about that? So it would be the same thing with MJF. They can't have, with it being a global family program, they can't have that MJF. They'll never do. Not that way. They'll have an MJF.
Hey, Phil, you're saying the Zombie couldn't have been the future WWE champion?
Absolutely. 1,000%.
It's all sports entertainment. We just don't like to admit it.
Yeah.
But I'm looking forward to finding out, when that contract comes up, if MJF really does go, and what they'll do with him. Here's the thing. I think the way Cody Rhodes has built himself up as a brand is precisely like Vince McMahon's wet dream of a top-level babyface. He's all-American. He wears the red, white, and blue. He's got the blonde hair. He's the son of a plumber. Like, Vince McMahon has always been about patriotism. I mean, the only thing is Cody Rhodes isn't 6'4" with 24-inch pythons. But other than those two things, he is Vince McMahon's wet dream of a top-tier guy. But Cody Rhodes went out and made that for himself, which is impressive, which I think Vince McMahon now respects Cody Rhodes because he proved him wrong. He proved everyone wrong. You guys aren't going to give me what I want. I'm going to go make what I want. I'm not just going to make what I want. I'm going to make it to the point where I want it. And guess what? I didn't just make this. I made this. It's not quite competition yet, but it's relevant.
Which is exactly what Vince McMahon did himself when he bought the territory from his dad.
So Vince McMahon, when Cody, he was talking about coming back, Vince McMahon at that point had to go, I respect the hell out of Cody Rhodes for what he did, because me personally, as Vince McMahon, didn't think he could do it. And he did it. He did what nobody thought anybody could do.
Now, do you think
grandson of a plumber?
Now, do you think if WWE does get MJF, they're gonna do the same deal with Cody? Like, give MJF what he needs, whatever, keep his name and all that?
I don't think
I would think so. I would think MJF owns all that, because I watched MJF work in Bethany, Connecticut in a town hall with the Maxwell Jacob Friedman name. So he
was at MLW too.
I don't think we'll get the music, not because it isn't something, because it's generic music. I think WWE will level his music up. You can't beat Cody Rhodes. You see, Cody Rhodes bought and he paid to have that theme song made. He owns the rights to that song. So he had every right to bring that song with him to WWE. Nobody.
I almost wonder if MJF were to go to WWE, if they would give him Tommaso Ciampa treatment, have no music for him, and just let the crowd just chant whatever at him.
Oh,
that would be good.
That was peak Ciampa right there.
Yeah, the Black Heart. And rest in peace to these two guys. Oh my God! Here comes Iron Sheik.
Speaking of Antonio's favorite tits, here we go.
This is what inspires Antonio to wear his wife beaters right here.
I'm disappointed though because he said by the time Iron Sheik comes out, it's going to be WrestleMania 38, but we didn't see him.
Yeah. Guys, I just wanted to hop on and say hello and finally cash in on coming on with a few guys, and but I'm going to go to bed now.
Well, unfortunately, Brandy couldn't be on to join us. I know Brandy got you on here. Was really excited to have you on.
Yeah, there's a few. I think I saw James pop out because you can't have two Jameses in the same room. Like you can't have two. Like you can't have an Ultimate Warrior and Road Warriors in the same company. So, I get it. Thanks for having me on, guys. Because I'm gonna go, as my daughter would say, I'm gonna go snoozies now.
Snoozies now.
I'm feeling that.
Thanks for hopping in. We will have you on proper for a whole show really soon. We'll get in touch with you, sir. But thank you.
My schedule is run by a soon-to-be 4-year-old, so you gotta negotiate with her.
I've got 7 kids, man. I live off my kids' schedules, and usually when I do these, they got to be late at night. I got to lock the door. I got to tell them to go the fuck away.
Hey, trust me, you're picking a perfect time to go. Seeing the Goon come out right now.
Everybody have a good night, y'all.
Thanks,
All right,
have a great night.
Let's talk to you soon.
Night.
And there's Doink.
Where did Henry go?
Henry had to temporarily leave. He will be back, but that's okay. We've got the 3 top talents. We got the tippy top guys. Not titty tot.
So Bama, get hyper. Yeah. Let's see. Was this Matt Bourne right here?
I don't know which version of Doink that was.
Oh my God! Look at that belly.
This battle royal is great. Didn't Brother Love almost win this battle royal? If I remember.
Oh God, no.
I think it was like the last 3.
Because
I remember him talking about it all the time on his show.
Yeah.
I know ultimately it's IRS that wins, I believe.
I forgot.
Repo
Man.
The only reason why Iron Sheik wins is because they couldn't close on him over the top.
Oh yeah.
So what were you guys? There was this. We're in this era where most of these guys, had jobs for gimmicks. Clown.
Corny. There's Corny.
So what's your guys' favorite job gimmick character?
What about the plumber, Teal Hopper?
T.L. Hopper, Jesus Christ. I'm gonna have. I gotta go with Repo Man. I really thought it just every time he came out. I mean, I knew he wasn't gonna win, but his presentation to me was just hilarious.
Hey, mommy. I want Nikita Koloff. We got our own Koloff. Yeah, we got our own Koloff.
And then there's the goddamn Candyman.
Yeah.
It's a great job. Great job to have. Henry, we missed you.
I had to deal with something. I'm probably going to have to duck out after this match, but I at least wanted to come back for the Gimmick Battle Royal.
Look at Michael Hayes.
I've been thinking about ducking out because I'm tired and falling asleep, but I can't do it if you're going to do it.
We're running out of people.
We're running out of people.
I'm good. It's been a long day. It's been a long weekend.
So you're saying the Iron Sheik won't get you hyped?
It gives me a hard.
Oh, Jesus.
One man gang, a.k.a. Conrad Thompson.
Is that Conrad's twin?
That's Conrad.
Oh my God! There's the cock.
The God.
There's the cock.
I forgot.
There's Mr. Guerrero right there.
Is this Henry right here?
That's Mr. Hector Guerrero.
I did not know that.
Is that for real?
I think it was Hector. I know it was one of the Guerreros.
Hatching the egg.
I love that story, Undertaker, when he said he got a call from Vince McMahon and he saw the egg on Raw. He's like, "Yep, I'm going to be the Eggman."
Am I the Eggman? Oh my God! Here comes the Shockmaster.
I think he went from tugboat to yacht right here.
Tugboat to fishing boat. I don't know. I keep seeing that fan with a box. I keep thinking, is that Kip?
No, apparently he also has a sign that says, "I attended a WCW event."
Wow.
Hillbilly Jim. What could have been? Do you think Hillbilly Jim could have been WWE champion?
I think the greatest WWE champion of all the times already entered that ring, and it is the goddamn gobbledygooker.
Oh God. What would his finish be?
He pecks you to death.
The pecker? The pecker! He's got the pecker on him! My God! That man is family!
Or this dude right here.
Brother Love. I love you.
I was about to break out the impression, but I think I'll spare you guys tonight.
I love you.
Bruce Priest. Yeah. Brother Love could have been a good WWF champion.
You know who else could have been a good WWF champion?
Who's that?
The goddamn Candyman?
Dean Okerlund. And he'll tell you all about it when you call the WCW hotline, 1-900-909-9900.
Yep.
I will have that phone number in my brain until I die.
Actually, here is the greatest WWF champion. Matter of fact, is he the only WWF champion in this match?
Yeah.
What about Iron Sheik? Or is that
No.
WWF?
No, he was WWE champion. You're
Okay.
right. He beat Backlund. He was the transitional champion that let Hogan win it the first time.
That is correct. Man, this battle royal.
I had in my whip.
Sarge wasn't even in the ring yet. They started.
I know. There goes. I don't even know who went.
You don't know who won?
No, I said I don't know who went.
Oh, okay.
There go. Oh, I never got to use the pecker, the gobbledygooker.
He threw the pecker out. What's he gonna do now? Tugboat.
So, who do you think in here is the most in shape person in the ring right now?
Honestly,
Are we considering round being a shape?
What I mean is like conditioning, biceps. You know, like who do
Okay,
you think?
fitness shape, not round shape.
Hillbilly Jim.
Hillbilly Jim, you think?
No,
I don't know. Iron Sheik has always been a strong motherfucker. I think Sheik might actually be up there.
Yep.
And then there's Dude Man in there.
You got Kim Chi, a.k.a. Steve Lombardi, a.k.a. Paul Bromwell's enemy.
I mean, Hillbilly Jim might be the most fit guy in here, really.
Yeah.
You know, he had to be fit to get
Now,
that.
the most fit person in this ring is Jim Cornette, hands down.
You know, rumor has it that Hillbilly Jim is still giving his Hall of Fame speech right now.
I think they just gave him the go home sign.
Oh no, there goes Corny. There goes Duke.
Dude.
Look at
You
Bruce.
gotta take your tennis racket back.
Look at Bruce Pritchard before he gained all that weight.
I think he looked the same now. I think he still looks the same.
He's probably holding back because, I mean, at this point, I think he's like at least a 2-time black belt karate Hall of Famer. So he's not really going all out. Otherwise, he'd just kick everyone's heads off, right?
Yep.
There's Teddy Long telling Nikolai Volkov he doesn't drag his ass back to the locker room. He's going one-on-one tonight with The Undertaker.
Yeah.
I thought he was asking him to send him some nude pictures.
There goes Doink.
There goes Mr. Dude. How the hell is Jim Cornette gone, but Bruce Pritchard's still in this match?
Well, that's simple because Bruce has power or influence.
It's called the pencil.
The pencil.
It's called he's getting his goddamn push.
Yeah, you got the push.
Or at least he was.
He got no love there.
Straight out of the goddamn ring.
And there goes Hillbilly Jim. I made them humble.
Hey, Sheiky baby.
Sheiky baby.
Oh man, here comes Sarge though. They're not even.
Watch how he gently puts him down.
Yep.
Even Donald Trump puts better punches than that.
No.
No? Okay.
No.
I'm telling you, Sarge, you don't let him go, you're going to have to go one-on-one tonight with The Undertaker.
Holla, holla, holla.
God, Teddy Long was the best SmackDown GM.
The Iraqis are getting one back on the Iranians.
Meanwhile, the U.S. is just watching.
Did Adam die? Did he decide to do a man dick and fall asleep on the toilet?
No, I'm not here.
Who you got coming?
You'll find out.
Mine's mom. Oh, sorry.
Oh, somebody's coming on?
I got somebody.
It's a shame that this is the last time we'd see Bobby Heenan in a commentary position.
Man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I apologize,
wow, that's
everyone. Please welcome.
Oh, God. Thank you.
Hi, guys.
Hello.
We are currently watching WrestleMania 17. Mr.
What's up, stranger?
We are at 2 hours, 32 minutes, and 20 seconds if you'd like to join.
Got it.
This has kind of been a rotating in and out show tonight. We had James Stewart in for a little bit. We had Henry leave and come back and leave and come back. We had Quello here for a while, then he left. And the Bama keeps turning his screen off to rub one out. It's this has been kind of a revolving door of a show. I think it's because I'm hosting.
Hey, Phil.
Yeah.
But Bama turning his camera on and off, that only takes a few seconds. So
yeah, he's only doing it for a few seconds.
Right. Did you even notice it, though, because it's so short?
It's short enough.
He could shampoo a water buffalo if he wanted to.
Yeah.
I heard
I've heard that joke before.
You had stories in Florida.
I don't know
about. I heard you. Never mind.
You know, I liked American Badass Undertaker better than Undertaker's first run.
Why?
I couldn't tell you exactly why. I just loved it. Now his the run after American Badass when he went like to the hybrid Dead Man American Badass combo, that's his best version. But I love the American Badass presentation. I really did.
I love this version of Stephanie.
He's the one that exists.
No bra Stephanie is my favorite Stephanie.
Could you imagine if he slipped?
I think it's funny how long he has his hand in her crotch and she doesn't move.
That'd be funny. Like, yeah, put it down. Give me another 10 seconds.
Hang on, don't put me down yet. I'm not done. Just a little bit more.
A little bit more.
Okay, not yet. Keep going. Use your thumb, not your pinky.
It's 3 fingers, not 2. 2 in the pink, 1 in the stink.
I'm cool with that.
We've lost Mark. Thank God. I mean, Maybe. Thanks for stopping in, Mark. Oh my God! What is it when people destroy Undertaker's motorcycles?
Well, they're jealous.
Let him in.
You know, if they're going to be jealous of anything, be jealous of the fact that that man married Michelle McCool. I think there's like an 18-year age difference.
Beautiful city of Houston, Texas, right there.
I think Michelle McCool, like the last 2 Rumble appearances she's had, she's been so on it. She could have another run.
Did she just have another baby?
I don't think so.
Yeah,
Because if you listen to him sing, he doesn't actually sing the song the way you hear it.
Yeah, exactly. He kind of confuses the lyrics too a little bit. But then again, Levy's usually drugged up. But that's Levy.
Yeah. Was this
Here we
the
go.
one?
I'll track it a little bit, guys. Here we go.
It sounds like it's sped up. I don't like it.
Yeah. Yeah, he's like on 1.5 speed on that song. I guess they're not paying him by the minute, but by the lyric.
That's the oh god, I gotta take a shit version of the song.
Hurry the fuck up! The drugs are wearing off.
I gotta go.
He's got 2 what those boils on his face? Are those boils or pimples or canker sores or
It's probably STDs.
Hey. So yeah, he looked
Yeah, sorry, whatever. Let's be correct.
So,
STIs.
would you guys say this is the best or worst version of Triple H?
It has to be the best.
Pre-evolution Triple H, we had a little bit of a gut. He had the jean jacket over the leather jacket. I did like the presentation. This is like when he really leveled up. So the first time I remember his Motorhead music hitting, I just freaking loved it. And we've got little Jimmy joining us now. Continue the revolving door trend. What's up, Sorensen? How are you?
All right, thanks for joining us, buddy. See you later.
Hey, you ain't going anywhere, Papa Adam.
No, I told him. I said, thanks for joining us. See you later.
Oh, Jesus. What's up, Jimmy?
Not much. Just got done mowing a while ago. Just got from a nap.
Well, if you want to join us, we are on WrestleMania 17. Time going 2 hours, 37 minutes, and 50 seconds. Triple H is making one of his glorious entrances. It's not the one that lasts like 18 minutes like the rest of them.
Are you sure? Because this feels like it's been about 18 minutes.
No, this one got cut down to 16, if I'm not mistaken.
So this is one of the last Triple H Undertaker matches that was actually a pretty good match to see.
You know, I actually liked all 3 of the Triple H Undertaker matches. I thought they were all fantastic matches.
Yeah, remember
Undertaker.
Yeah, remember when
The American Badass.
Remember when they were getting ready to feud in for WrestleMania 27? They were trying to make it seem like they were facing each other for the first time at WrestleMania.
You know, and I like the fact that during their second WrestleMania encounter after this one, you know, after the HBK match, that Triple H lost, but it looked like he won because Undertaker had to be taken out on a golf cart. And Triple H walked under his own power, and that continued a story to next year's WrestleMania, and I loved that.
And how they had Undertaker shave his head. Well, like shave his head, like he was like bothered by it.
Oh my God, we've got somebody else joining us tonight. Come on in.
It's me. It's Ernest T.
Hey! I apologize in advance. That's hilarious.
Go on, buddy.
Yeah, let's track this Undertaker. Y'all. Listen to that crowd.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, I actually dig American Badass Undertaker more than the other.
You're wrong.
I was literally
First
just
of all,
saying,
you're wrong.
I like this version better than the original Undertaker.
You guys gotta
but I
stop.
don't like him as much as the version after this. It's like the hybrid Undertaker.
Listen, the Undertaker is the Undertaker. He's not the American Badass. His name is the Undertaker. I love his original gimmick. So y'all go fuck yourself.
You know,
Okay.
it's not the Undertaker.
He's not on a technicality. He's not.
If you ask Jimmy Long, it's the Undertaker.
By the way, is there some douchebag named Frank Bruno on here?
I'm here. Go fuck yourself.
Oh, there's a douchebag named Antonio on here too. God, there's a lot of douchebags on here.
This is the show. This is douchebag theater.
Well, Justin, you didn't know, but Henry was about to take off his shirt for Phil right now.
Well, thank God I came after that because I don't want to see Henry.
No, he hasn't done it yet. He's about to.
Tell
Look who's the referee in this match.
Ooh.
Mike Chioda. And the table bro.
Adam, you know it's bad when a gay guy tells another dude to keep his shirt on because we don't.
My Kyoto.
I
You
skinny
don't like-
my Kyoto.
You don't like my machine gun jubblies?
No.
You got a stiffy.
Shut up, Sorensen. Is that Soren?
So, Jenny? What is your favorite of the 3 Triple H Undertaker matches?
Are you asking me or are you asking somebody else?
I'm asking you.
Oh, I would say the one where Undertaker slams Triple H off the camera tower.
This one. It'd be this one right here.
That one? Yeah, I love that match. I thought it was me and RJ did that actually recently, and I never had seen that match before, and I thought it was fucking fantastic.
What I love is the run-in we're going to get later with the Spine Buster.
Yeah. No, I thought that the match you guys are watching right now is a fantastic.
Oh, absolutely. Very few of these Undertaker matches past 10 were bad.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen bad Undertaker matches. I've seen him, Goldberg, and Saudi fuck Arabia.
Oh, yeah, no. I'm talking about his just his Mania matches.
No, I know. I'm just saying that it can happen. We have matches, but I felt like him and Triple H, even in Undertaker's younger days, if it didn't match up right, it'd be a bad match.
Absolutely.
I felt like Shawn and Brett were really good with Undertaker and Foley, obviously. But Shawn and Brett could bump all over the place for him and let him do his shit and still get their shit in. So I just feel like there's a place for that, and I feel like sometimes that doesn't go that way.
So who would you say overall is Undertaker's best opponent?
Shawn.
To me, it would be Shawn, and I hate to
Gonzalez.
go, but
You know, I've got 3 examples I can throw at you because I agree with you for Shawn. The very first Hell in a Cell, and both of his WrestleMania matches. All 3 of them are, in my mind, 5-star classics.
Hell in a Cell match is a fantastic fucking match.
If we're talking about 3 best opponents Undertaker has had, Shawn, Triple H, and Mankind.
Yeah, Mankind would be second for me.
Yeah.
But you know what? I can say I love Brett and Undertaker's matches, and I know I'm a Brett mark, but that 97 Survivor Series match is one of my favorite matches because I love the finish so much, and I love just how Undertaker and Brett worked together. They worked really well together. Because with a lot of Undertaker's opponents, I was like, this guy can't do shit to Undertaker. But with Brett, you thought, you know what? We'll see what happens. Brett's going to work on his knees, and shit like that. And they told stories in the ring. It was pretty good.
Speaking of Bret Hart, we're going to have to restrain you have to be handcuffed to your chair at StarCast.
I'm going to need help, and I'm going to go ahead and say this on Top Guy Theater. When I meet Brett for the first time at StarCast, I'm gonna need people to wipe the cum off my pants and the shit off the back of my pants. I'm gonna need help.
Are you gonna give him the screw job?
I'll give him whatever he wants me to give him. How's that?
God, I wish I could make StarCast just to see that.
Oh wow!
I'll be there.
I mean,
I'll be-
honestly, guys, I have met a lot of cool people in my. I'm an original low-key big hog. I've been here since day one, and I've met a lot of cool people in my life. For me to meet Brett this summer is going to be something like the most special to me.
Well,
Like,
holy shit! Look
as
who walked in here.
I got me a platinum bracelet, and I went ahead and bought my $150 to meet Brett. I'm like, I don't care if anything else happens that weekend. I'm doing that.
Well,
there's Miss Brady, everybody. She decided to pop in. Brady, we've had a revolving door of people tonight here. We've had James.
Got one more coming, Phil.
Oh, we've had Mark. We've got Sorensen. We've got JD. We've had.
Yeah, I'm leaving now because Brandy's here, and I don't like her. So
what the fuck?
Oh, what the? Good Lord.
We got one more coming, Phil.
Brady, if you
Fuck
like
with those I love, and I love Brandy Wagner.
Brady, if you like a time code, we are at 2 hours, 45 minutes, and 45 seconds on WrestleMania 17. How you doing tonight, Brandy?
Brandy.
Take yourself off mute, Brandy.
Brandy.
She's ignoring us. Can I
need to apologize.
Me and RJ did that. Over the month of March, we did every show was WrestleManias, and I picked two of my least favorite, and he picked two of his least favorite, or one of his least favorite, and I picked one of my least favorite, and I picked one of my favorites, and he picked one of his favorites. And so he picked WrestleMania 17 favorite, and I can say that I don't think I've ever watched that card match to match at the end, and it was freaking fantastic.
Oh, and speaking of StarCast, I might be in Nashville.
We hope not, but okay, James.
Oh, wow.
God.
I'm just.
I know. But I just letting two of you know.
I hope to see your ass. I'm sure Eric Bischoff doesn't, but I hope.
I think Brady's internet was cutting in and out.
Yeah.
Here.
She's got Alaskan internet.
I didn't hear anything we said.
Ref bump! Here it comes. We got the ref bump. You know what's coming next, guys.
If you had I have a question.
Yeah.
Who's your Mount Rushmore of referees?
Earl Hebner. You gotta have Earl on there. Mike Chioda.
Chioda.
Let me think here.
That song sticks in my head.
I'm gonna have to go with Charles Robinson.
Yep. Who hasn't aged a day in his life?
Absolutely.
Who looks the same he does 30 years ago as he does today?
Oh, here we go.
I like Mills Lane. He's a good referee.
We got Miss Brady back, and following her in is Mr. Devin Dowling.
There he is. Yay!
Yeah.
It's accidentally closed it out.
So, Devin, what was that message you sent me?
That was an orgy.
Well,
what is going on, guys?
I was talking to myself because I heard Phil's question and I was talking. I'm like, no one's hearing me.
Hang on, Devin is lit right now.
Brady,
what did Devin do? Did he drink one beer?
No, I don't drink too much.
Brady,
it's
is
just,
your internet working? Brady, can you hear us?
Brady?
Yeah, I hear Devin's slurring. It's great.
So let me go ahead and say what I was saying before I hung myself up. I will answer this question on Mount Rushmore referees. My number one, always and forever, is Joey Morrell. A lot of people leave him off people's list. I'm like, he is like a young athlete that died young. That doesn't mean they weren't great. They were fucking fantastic. And Joey Morella did Andre and Hogan. He did Brett and Davey at SummerSlam 92. Joey Morella is a GOAT. So
yep.
I put Joey Morella number one for me. I put Tommy Young. I almost said Tommy Young. Oh, God. I have Tommy Rich in my phone for some reason. That's another reason. But Tommy Young would be there. I would say Mike Chioda would be three. And I'm not gonna name Earl Durrell because fuck him. So I'm gonna go Pee Wee Anderson with my
He
fourth.
should have been your first.
Pee Wee Anderson. Wow, I would not have called that.
Well, I would put Pondwater Dave as a fifth. There's never been.
Well, listen, me and Pondwater just
Honorable
talked about
mention.
this list, and he didn't mention himself. So there's.
But what's Devin? Devin, what's your four referees?
So is this why you guys call me in? Just, hey, Devin, what's going on?
Hey, Devin, how drunk you are after 2 beers.
All right,
Phil asked who we could get in, and you're the first person I thought of.
Oh, you know I'm always good for a stream.
If anyone needs to get anyone in, get Devin because he ain't doing shit.
We are off the rails tonight, guys. We are off the rails.
Go ahead, Devin. Give us your Mount Rushmore, bro.
All right, my Mount Rushmore. So number one has got to be Mike Chioda.
I knew it.
Is that because
because I want this soundbite?
Number two, probably Earl Hebner.
You're sucking dick to Efren and Mike, ain't you? By saying this, that's what you're doing.
Then
No,
number
he
three.
did Mike Chioda because he's currently in a lawyer battle or not a custody
that is true.
battle.
You and I talked about that.
Oh my God! Look at Triple H
Devin
murdered the Undertaker with that chair.
Devin, I messaged Adam last night and I said you are doing a fantastic job as defense lawyer. I said we need to get Discovery brought out. Like that's a thing.
Yeah, motion to discovery. I want to see the evidence.
And Devin, I also told Adam last night that if you need me to, I'll bring on
Michael Aman, yeah.
Michael Aman, the second defense lawyer, and he actually is one, unlike Adam from Bama. So we need to get help in there.
Playing a lawyer.
I mean, he's doing well. I mean, he acts like Andy Griffith playing a lawyer.
JD,
does it to the piece.
Don't kill us yet.
Oh my
Wait a minute.
God.
Where's my bullet? Wait a minute. Where's my bullet?
I forgot how good this match is, guys.
Yeah.
Phil, what are you watching?
That's why when you asked me what's my
WrestleMania
favorite
17.
match, it's this.
Undertaker.
I was watching Kenny Omega Okada, best 2 out of 3.
Oh God.
Fuck Kenny Omega. He's the worst wrestler in history.
Oh God.
I love the fact that Phil asked me my favorite Triple H Undertaker match, and I said this one, and it's the only one I've watched, and he's watching it.
But Phil, you won't believe this, but one of the more underrated talents that I liked growing up, Ken Anderson.
No. I'm 100%.
I like
I've been saying forever. And
Kennedy.
I've talked to Conrad Thompson about this. I've said it on the show 100 times. I've got his picture somewhere over here.
I would love to get him.
Ken Kennedy is my number one should have been story for WWE champion. That man had literally everything. The gift of gab, the it factor.
He could talk, man.
Phil, can I compare him to someone now?
Do it.
He's not as good as MJF, but he was similar.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I was such a Kennedy mark, still am. And I hope to have him on the show one day, as a matter of fact. But no, I've on this show numerous occasions. Ken Kennedy is the top of my list. I mean, other people will say like Bruiser Brody and a bunch of others. Ken Kennedy is the top of my list of guys that were never a WWE World Champion that should have been.
Yeah.
Ken Kennedy was special. He had a special entrance. He had his own thing.
I'm a huge fan of heels. And to me, when I think of heels, the first name, my favorite heel is Rick Rude because he was never a face. That motherfucker was always a heel. And
oh, you fat, out of shape, sweat hog.
Yeah. And you're perfect. And I put
What, you said you fat and I showed up.
Hey,
shit.
Got your internet going. Nice to see you.
We will all shut up and let Queen Brandy talk now. Go ahead, Brandy.
Brandy, before you talk, we are 2 hours, 53 minutes, and 60 seconds. Sorry.
Well, she was talking earlier. We just couldn't hear.
Just run around that area. You have missed a revolving door of guests here tonight, Brady. We have kind of got off the rails, on the rails, back off the rails, then in a blip around the building, off the blip through the Hindenburg explosion, back on the rails and ran over by the train.
Wait,
That,
am I supposed to,
the running over by the train happened when I got on, Brandy. But
wait,
go,
am I supposed to be hard? Am I supposed to be hard right now?
No.
Oh. Then how is this supposed to go down then?
Oh, you're still Frank Bruno.
Yeah.
He
I'm the
wishes.
subject.
Antonio Bruno.
Yeah.
Brandy, go ahead,
He
please.
wishes you were that
Antonio,
cute.
oh no.
Hey, I may be hairy, but I'm cute.
You're definitely hairy. I don't know about the cute part, but go.
You're not cute. You're hairy. Justin's right. You're
Brandy,
hairy.
I'm the cute one,
Brandy's
Antonio.
cute and not hairy.
Yes.
Henry did have to leave on an emergency, guys. He apologized for leaving. Oh God.
He probably had to play like the finals of his Madden game.
I missed the Maple Man.
Yes,
Yeah,
you
you
missed.
missed
We
the
both missed him.
But Brandy, go ahead. Please talk and drown us
Please.
all out.
Please talk. Well, I was told that I needed to come rescue you guys from Phil's shit wrestling takes.
Absolutely.
Oh.
Sounds right.
Hey, you know what? I've only had one shitty take tonight, and no one really argued it. But
I
here's
believe the words that were uttered was, "I actually like the Undertaker as the American badass
Yes, and
better than his original gimmick."
Yes, his original, but not his after this. His gimmick after this, where he was kind of hybrid, is my very favorite version. But the take that you won't like, what I talked about earlier, in the very
Still
first
saying
minute,
that he hated
how-
Mankind as a champion. Now
Oh,
he's
shut up.
We have called this show the PSS, the Phil Shit Show.
I talked about how I like Trish Stratus. I think she was a great performer, but I was never like on the super Trish Stratus hype train.
I'm with you on that.
But I never thought she was as good as everyone said she was. I was way more of a Lita person.
But
Lita
Phil, let me interject. At the time, in the early 2000s, she was the best women's wrestler.
I'm going with Lita.
Now, I'm not if it was today's time, she wouldn't be. It would be.
So was she more or less right place, right time?
Yes, absolutely.
It was right place, right time, and she did all the right things. I always make the comparison of she took the role that she was given. She decided to train and get better when they're like, "We want you to wrestle," and she went full tilt.
Yeah,
And
She
brought
threw
Mickey James in,
everything
and that
into
catapulted her
being
up.
You know what?
an
You
elite
know what I would say about
competitor. Now, the comparison I make is with Alicia Fox and Kelly Kelly. Both of these women were hired for their looks. Alicia Fox threw her everything into it. They went into the free stuff at the office and got bunches of DVDs, and she watched all of them. She threw her everything into learning her new
I was a
job,
big
and
fan of
all of
Alicia
Kelly
Fox.
Kelly's sat cellophane wrapped, untouched.
And the only I would just like to add,
I actually said earlier, I'm sorry.
Phil, hold on. Let me make this point.
Phil, hold on.
I have an issue with this. Yes. Is she the greatest women's wrestler of all time? Absolutely not. But was she best at the time? Yes, because there was nothing really else. In my opinion, without her, WWE wrestling, women's wrestling is not as good.
That is very correct. Without Trish and without Lita,
There we go,
we wouldn't
Lita. Here we
have.
go.
I mean,
Mickey James.
whole era, but we wouldn't have the women's wrestling that we have now.
Right. So every point that you made
Trish
earlier, I actually agree with. She came in not really having a lick of wrestling training, built herself up, became this wrestler. I don't disagree with all the work she put in, or the fact that she was different than
and she was hot. I mean, I'm a bisexual.
There you go.
And
But
I guess
when I saw Trish Stratus, I wasn't like, hell yeah, a Trish Stratus match. I was like, hey, cool, Trish Stratus. I wasn't.
I get that, but if Trish Stratus was wrestling now against Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania for the title, would you say the same thing?
No.
That's my question.
I'm sorry, Trish Stratus would not be someone I would pick to wrestle Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania.
I would.
Right time. That's what she was. She was right
That's
place,
why,
right time.
like Money Mike, you're not allowed to book because I would take that match.
No, if Money Mike could book every match, Charlotte Flair.
Mickey James was a great
Money
rival.
Mike for booking, it's going to be Charlotte Flair against Roman Reigns at WrestleMania.
Hey guys, well,
we gotta say, sad news for Money Mike. This on yesterday, his woman got married to another gentleman. So tough luck.
Guess what? Money Mike was never getting within an inch of that pussy, so we don't.
Damn.
You know, if he had been at Top Guy Weekend last year, she walked past me with Ric Flair. So I was actually
and
within
he would have came in his pants and went upstairs and went to bed at 8 o'clock.
No, he would have fainted.
Mom, what's this in my pants? Something happened, Mom.
He would have did the. He would have
It
did.
happened again.
I got a silver dollar on my jeans.
Mom, my pee-pee, my wee-wee's leaking again, Mom.
Michael, if you're watching or listening, I know you are. We love you, buddy.
I love you, Money Mike.
It only takes me
great.
theater to turn it into a shitting on Money Mike.
I love you, Money Mike.
Well,
Money Mike knows how much we love him.
Well, you know, you make the chicken salad, you know.
Put the cranberries.
All right, guys. So my third one is gonna be the
So
great
what-
Tommy Young. My fourth is Pee Wee Anderson. I have to head out. Me and my fiance were actually watching a movie.
Off my list
So
now. That was my.
I love y'all, but I'll talk to y'all later.
All right, thanks for giving us a couple minutes, Devin. Love you, Mama.
Hey, Devin,
Yeah.
fuck the 49ers. Love you, buddy.
Fuck the Bengals.
I like literally when I messaged him, he's like, dude, I'm lit. And I said, dude, give us 2 minutes. He said, okay, I will.
He gave us 4.
And he didn't realize that I was going to be on the show and talking way more than 2 minutes, so he had to get way more than.
Hey,
I love Devin. Devin's great. I love that.
We're happy to have you, man.
Devin's great, and I like to say all of you guys are great.
Please say truly. Please say truly.
Y'all are truly great.
Truly.
You all are truly great. Efren,
There it is.
for you,
There
buddy.
it is.
That one's for you, and supporting the game event.
Hey, honestly, and I'll put a thing over for Efren on this show. The game event coming up is Name That Wrestling Tune. Well, he will play 1 or 2 seconds of the wrestling theme song, and you have to guess it against someone else. And I think that is a extremely fun show. So I'm looking forward to that.
I want to be a
I
part of
would
it.
whip somebody's ass at that. I'm
It's
sorry.
truly a fun show. Efren's
guys,
truly
hey,
one
hang
of
on,
the all-time greatest game show hosts. Monty Hall ain't got nothing on him.
Yeah, guys, I want to track the This is the best package of all time.
One of the greatest.
Truly one of the greatest.
But Efren tested that package with me, and we just did regular songs, not wrestling songs. Me and Frank
This package gives me goosebumps. It's so good.
This is a really nice package. I like the music too. The music.
You know what kills me about back in the day is how much WWE relied on.
Hello.
They loved.
Say that again, Justin.
I've watched these shows from the early stuff. Every show I watch, like WrestleMania the next year, they're playing Limp Bizkit. They love, like, Limp Bizkit is the official band.
I'd agree.
I don't think I was ever more hyped for a match up to this point in my life than this match. And this promo, again, this video package, just like spiked it.
I just have a question for you guys here on Top Guy Theater. Who let Adam from Bama in? Like, why is that a thing?
He's a host.
You know what? Hang on. Let me give me a second on this, everybody. So, Adam from Bama, he decided we needed a substitute to come in when we were shorthanded, and he came in for 4 straight shows. Didn't argue, didn't say he couldn't make it, didn't make it.
So I always knew you were fucked up, but you've proved it.
Hang on.
Let Adam from Bama come.
Let me finish my point before you shit on it, because I know you're waiting to shit on it. But Adam from Bama has been a strong supporter of the show since day one. He's a hell of a nice guy. He makes a lot of jokes that we love to hear. We love talking about how much he screws his sister, and he's just a fantastic gentleman to have.
Well, I know you know. all you wannabes have never actually been in the ring, and you finally got someone that has. So there's that.
True. But none of you guys have actually roomed with Adam from Bama.
I have been down the room from Adam from Bama and Henry Everingham, and I heard them both snoring like girls. This was supposed to be their snores.
Justin's probably been the closest out of anybody that's been in my pants.
Oh my god!
What Adam from Bama was doing.
I roomed with him in St. Louis in January, and I didn't hear no snoring.
Well, you slept with your shoes on, so that's why.
JD, exactly how much have you had to drink tonight, sir?
Not enough because I'm on this show. So
Oh my god!
But I mean,
wow,
this show is dumb as shit.
Well,
that wasn't me doing that night. That was the person down the hallway.
Just like you don't fuck with a goose, you don't trust the sumbitch from Alabama. Conrad Thompson, Adam from Bama. I mean, all of them. They're weird people.
You got Terry. You also got Terry.
Yeah, Terry.
And you know, because they're both from Alabama, that Adam's got to be related to Conrad somehow. He's probably like his second brother's sister's cousin.
The only thing I would say in support of Conrad is at least he's from his own state and supports his own college. And some dumbass that has a redneck accent decides to root for a team that's 2 states away from him. And his name is Adam from Bama. So there's that.
That, and you also had Terry, who supports Auburn.
Oh my god! Look at this pop.
I mean,
what state do you live in, Justin? I forgot.
You know who I like, Adam from Bama? The Cincinnati Bearcats, because I went to college there, and I grew up 45 minutes from Cincinnati, and I like Cincinnati Bengals, Cincinnati Red. Guess who doesn't switch and just choose someone from out of state like Adam from Bama?
But I lived in Georgia.
Okay, go fuck yourself. That's your own fault. I can't help that.
My mommy and daddy made me do it. It wasn't my pain. I went with my mommy and my daddy.
So back to this WrestleMania here. Where does this main event rank for you guys in all-time main events?
Top 4.
Is this the Taker Triple H match?
No, Stone Cold and The Rock.
What is it? Oh, Austin and The Rock at WrestleMania 17.
Austin Rock 2.
Yeah.
It was better than the first one.
I don't know. Honestly, I've watched all 3 matches recently. I didn't watch them while they were happening. But my favorite was the one when Austin turned heel. And I know JR hates that. And everyone
That's this one.
That's this one here.
But that one made the most sense at the end of the match.
And you know what? I was just like everyone watching live. I was shocked.
I like the little
wait, what would you say is bigger? Austin turning heel, like crowd reaction wise, like not shocked, but like oh my god, Hogan turning heel or Austin like doing what he did at the end of this one?
Hogan easily.
Hogan was I think reaction.
The Hogan heel turn
was
way more influential than the Austin heel turn.
Nothing.
Austin was so big at that point in 2001 or whatever. No one gave a shit.
Unless John Cena goes to the Make-A-Wish Foundation and sets it on fire, you're not going to get a worse reaction than Hogan turning heel.
Yeah, because no one expected it at all.
Just Hogan in '96 turning heel, man. You had to be there, and obviously, whoever asked this question, you wasn't alive or at least paying attention, but it was a big.
It was a big damn deal.
I wasn't alive, yes.
He's a heel.
Yeah, I watched it live, and I was just as shocked as everyone else. But I tell you what I won't say completely gave it away, but Hogan started walking down to the ring. He did not do it in his usual manner. He didn't have.
No, he was kind of stopping out there.
Yeah, he didn't have he wasn't pointing. He wasn't like going down there. He was just calmly walking to the ring with this quiet, stoic look on his face. And I'm like,
Bobby to say whose side is he?
Yeah, and he did the heated line. That was perfect.
But would you also say that? Would you say this match was one of the better babyface matches of because both are baby faces at this time. And would you say this is one of the better babyface matches that WWE's ever put on?
I mean, yes, but like they were pretty much like, I don't know how to say it. Like they were showing Stone Cold like not himself, like looking in the mirror when he walked out.
It's like they both were being tweeners or something. They kind of out of the line.
Yeah, well, it was a lot edgier.
Don't try to get him a belt.
And it's a good thing Frank Bruno's not here, JD. I don't know if you watched our episode, but Frank Bruno.
Hey, wait a minute. I'm here. What are you talking about, Phil?
The other Frank Bruno doesn't. He thinks both of these guys are overhyped.
Well, you know he's a Michaels fan, so you know.
You know, he sat here and he's like, I don't never got Stone Cold. All he did was come in and did the same couple of moves and stunner and drink beer. And I never got the Rock either. She just came in and cut a promo and did a couple of shitty moves. I was like, what the fuck are you saying, Frank Bruno?
Yeah, that was like the episode where I thought the world's going to end because
that was literally the worst garbage that ever came into that guy's mouth. And he said some shit like, I like the movie White Chicks.
Hey, wait, hold on, Phil. I like that movie.
I like that movie.
Come on,
but Antonio, in his defense, you like all white chicks. So there's
hey.
Well,
what can I say? Well,
quick update from Brandy.
Even black guys that are dressed up as white chicks, you're into that too. So there's that.
Wait. Hey, hold on. No.
Brady's internet, her internet from Alaska cut out. She will not be returning for the rest of the episode, guys. She does apologize.
Well, thank you, Brandy. Don't ever return.
Oh,
you're in.
Is there heat? Is there heat, brother?
There's no heat.
Well,
there's heat between me and Antonio because he said he liked white chicks, so that's an issue.
Wait, well, I mean, do you? I mean, well, you know.
Come on, how can you not like Terry Crews in the car saying,
dude, I watched half that movie and I quit. That's how much I loved it.
How the Wayans brothers are good at it.
I love Marlon Wayans. In fact, I'm extremely attracted to Marlon Wayans. I think he's a hot man. Even that couldn't make me watch white chicks.
Wow. So, does anyone else think this main event went on a little too long?
It could have.
I thought so.
It ran about 30 minutes, and I mean, I don't remember. Like when I watched it, it didn't feel like a 30-minute match until it was over. But watching it over again, the last few times I've seen it,
feels like it. Yeah.
I think if I was them, I would have went Undertaker Triple H,
a little longer.
The gimmick battle royal and this match.
Like,
that could have been the issue.
Like there are other matches that I really, really liked that I have trouble watching now because the like Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart, Iron Man match. I
know exactly when Antonio talked about the gimmick battle royal. That was my favorite part of that pay-per-view.
Oh God, it was so epic.
God, it was so good. I wish they would do shit like that again.
But can you guys think of any really, really long matches that when you first watched it, you were just blown away by it, and now you have trouble sitting through it?
I would say Bret and Shawn at WrestleMania 12.
The Iron Man match. Yeah, same here.
At the beginning, I really loved it, and now the more I watch it, I'm like, just get to the end.
There's an Iron Man match that really doesn't get talked about for obvious reasons. That was on Raw, in 2004. Triple H Benoit, which is for obvious reasons people don't talk about it, but
you think would be a fantastic match, but we don't need it for an hour on Raw.
True.
So you guys are going to be shocked by this. My second favorite match of all time is Kenny Omega Okada 2 out of 3. And as much as I love that match, I really love that fucking match.
Phil, so I'm going to have to actually watch that before I can judge it, but I believe you.
Yeah, I mean, I can maybe watch it like once a year now because it's so good and the emotions are like high and you just don't like. The first time I saw that match, I'd never seen a single Kenny Omega match, a single New Japan Pro Wrestling match, or no context of what was going in. It didn't even have the English announcing, and I still just was like blown away by it.
This was not an hour match, but can I say a match that I watched that was similar to your reaction to that? I never watched NXT when it came around, and I watched a couple years ago Ciampa versus Sami Zayn.
Yep.
Oh, Cesaro.
Or Cesaro. Sorry,
Yeah.
versus Sami Zayn. God damn, that match is amazing.
Oh yeah,
absolutely amazing.
But Phil, I need you to look in the camera and say these words: Kenny Omega is over.
What? I'm sorry. You cut out there at the end of that. Kenny Omega is over. Yes, he's an over wrestler. Everyone in AEW does love him. He has gotten himself over years of hard work. Thank you for that very, very insightful piece of information.
I love how he cut you off before you.
I'm glad you're Kenny.
Hey, heel. Here's the thing about Phil. He knows he's a heel, so he's gonna play up his heelness, and that's what
Well, he's like Money Mike. He thinks he's a babyface, but he's actually
he's a real.
I have never been blind on who I am. I know who I am. Won't hide from anybody.
Money Mike is
listen. If you got 19 kids running around your house like Phil, like you'd be a heel too. You know?
At this point, you don't have anything to do but yell at people because you just yell at people all day, and you're just in that mode forever.
No, Money Mike is the ultimate heel.
No, Money Mike is the ultimate heel, and the sad thing about that is he thinks he's a face, and he's not. Like you're not a face to anybody. Maybe to Lauren, those people that you kiss ass to, you might be a face to them, but you ain't a face to us, bro, Money Mike. So I hope you hear this.
Who's kissing ass? Wait a minute. Who's kissing ass?
Money Mike.
Well, you're gonna kiss Lauren's titties, and that's a different situation.
Ooh,
wow.
I like to do that.
Let it be said that it doesn't matter who's on this show. It doesn't matter if it's a wrestling talent. I give Hornswoggle shit when he's on the show. I gave Double J Jeff Jarrett shit when we had him on the show. There's not a single person. I am an equal opportunity asshole to everyone, but I also love everyone that comes on the show. So it's a love-hate, but at least I'm equal about it.
Can I say, I don't think we've talked about this. I don't think it's been talked about a lot so far. So I'm breaking news here on your Top Guy Theater. But
yeah, wait. Before you say that.
Uh-oh.
All right, go ahead.
I don't think that it's been talked about a lot that Jeff Jarrett's been hired by WWE to be in charge of live shows.
That's actually, I'm really, really happy for him. But at the same time,
in a way, I'm sad for him, but I am happy.
Well, what I'm saying is this show will actually air 1 week after our marathon takes place for charity, and Jeff Jarrett was an invite to that marathon. I hope, again, this has already taken place. I hope he still makes it because he was very interested.
I was talking to RJ before I got.
I hate that he went back.
I was talking to my co-host of Ringside Rant.
Great show.
RJ.
Justin is a lot better. Justin's the cream of the crop of that show.
I mean, it's a show.
We were talking about the Jeff Jarrett situation, and I said, how cool is it that we had Jeff Jarrett on our show, and now he's like a top guy in WWE. Like that's pretty cool.
I hate that he went to WWE. I hate it.
It's crazy because Frank Bruno and I we had to do basically. Jeff Jarrett could only give us 15 minutes because he had a whole
25 or something.
Yeah, he had a whole interview day scheduled. Like he gave us the sheet from his media guy, and it was just listed like this whole list of things. And we were one of the first people to snag a time slot, but we had to do it in the middle of the day on a Tuesday. So Frank and I
had to take off work. I took off work.
Exactly. So we both took off work, and it's like, I'm taking a day off work for a 15-minute interview. And, normally we do watch-alongs. And so instead of doing a watch-along with him, we talked about the main event of the pay-per-view we watched, which was AJ Styles, Jeff Jarrett, their first match with Tito Ortiz as the ref, where AJ won his first world title. So we discussed that and played the interview before the match. But loved having Jeff on here. It was a great interview. But, man, that guy stays busy.
What makes me upset about it, and I'm happy for Jeff, what makes me upset is I feel like we're going to go into Bruce period with the podcast.
Yeah, that's what
I was actually talking to somebody about this the other day. Ever since Bruce has gone back, his podcast has been the watered down something to wrestle with.
Yeah,
He won't talk
has
much about things. It's still entertaining.
I still love it. When he about like Survivor Series 95 or something that I
missed the 4+ hour one.
And he'll still talk about stuff back then. It's not exactly cleaned, like sterilized. Like if you murdered someone, you go through the house and sterilize your house. Bruce didn't do that, I don't think, but he did kind of.
What the hell is Adam jawing at on his phone? What are
Sorry,
you
guys, I
doing?
had to cut my camera a second.
But has anyone heard the new podcast from
William Regal?
William Regal.
I've listened to it.
Host this week. The first episode is hosted by the truly wonderful Matt Kuhn.
I got interrupted on listening to that show by being on here with you slapdicks. So
Hey, we appreciate that.
Yeah, we appreciate you rescuing that.
Oh, I'm sorry you hate me, Justin.
Oh, listen, it's no big deal. It's fine that I hate you, James. It's no.
Meanwhile, this match is actually pretty.
I mean, we all know the real person I hate on here is Phil. I mean, just because
I'm perfectly okay with that. I accept.
He's a heel. goddamn.
I accept it wholeheartedly, and I appreciate it.
Phil, I love you, and like I said,
Antonio, check your Instagram.
And Adam will tell you if I'm shitting on you, that means I like you. So I don't want to say that.
What does it mean when you're grabbing somebody's ass? Does that mean you like them too?
What does it mean when you moon someone in the bathroom hallway of
Waffle House?
Of Waffle House in Jacksonville? What's that mean?
What does it mean when you hug somebody and you grab at the crotch?
Well, I wouldn't find anything, Adam. So.
Adam, that's me. That's me all the way.
You wait till I meet Antonio for the first time. I'm gonna grab every crevice he has. I'll be like,
You
Hey,
better
Adam,
not.
can you tag me in it so I can see?
All right.
When I meet Antonio, I'm like, yeah, there's a lot of hair and no dicks. So what is?
Hey. It's more. It's
What is that? It's bush. Look at the bush. It's the bush.
that exactly from the Zohan, like the bush.
Yeah, Zohan. That's it. Yeah.
I mean, I've fucked a lot of guys in my life, but I can't imagine ever fucking Antonio. You know what I'm saying? That's not. Antonio's got to be really sad. He's like, I can't get any pussy.
Oh my god!
Dick from gay guys.
Look at Rebel though.
Well, we know you
all
and
the way live, Bubba.
and you and what's her name? Not Rebel, but Thunder Rosa. We know the relationship you guys have. That's
oh my god, that's my fantasy right there.
So, JD, I don't know if you ever saw, the OG Top Guy Theater where we got Thunder Rosa on the show.
Yeah.
Antonio, if you just watch his face the entire show, he's just.
Oh, he was probably jacking off the whole time.
I had to give him shit about the whole time.
Doing it without you guys noticing.
He had a question, and he's like, "Well, and I'm like, don't worry, Antonio. She's only a megastar. You can talk to her." And that just made it worse for him.
Yeah.
You know what? In Antonio's defense, when I meet Brett here in a couple of months, I'll be in Antonio's spot. So I'm not gonna.
Holy shit! Did you guys see Rock's head actually bounced off that ring post?
I'm just gonna need you guys that are going to StarCast. I'm gonna need you all to carry me out of that spot because I don't know if I'll be able to walk.
I won't be at StarCast, unfortunately. I wish I could.
Yeah. You guys that are on here that will be after I meet Brett.
I'll carry you back to our room. I got you, JD.
Adam, I'm carried off like me and RJ carried Pondwater Dave out of StarCast their Top Guy week.
And you guys, Bama, if you could record that moment for me so we can replay it over and over on this show, I would pay you American dollars.
Well, like I told you guys when I got on here, there's gonna be cum in the front. It's like Pat Patterson always said, yellow in the front and brown in the back. Yeah, I'm gonna have cum in the front and shit in the back because I'm gonna come and shit.
Okay, that's a pretty good. Oh,
this match.
I did that for you.
Fire.
We lost it. We lost it, buddy.
Hey, come here. Come up. Come here, buddy.
I need.
All right, guys. We had a Thor running last week.
I need breath.
We got a Loki running this week. Say hi, Loki.
Look at him.
There's
Who's got
Loki.
there? Oh my Lord, Antonio!
Loki's taking
please
over.
don't-
You gonna say hi, Loki?
I
Say
watched
hi,
that
buddy?
earlier, Adam. I saw that at the
No.
end. I lost
You're
it.
not gonna say hi? Say hi.
Jesus Christ, man.
Oh,
Just watch.
let's let you down, buddy. There you go.
Adam, watch when she turns around.
Oh, did you want back up there? Loki wanted to say hi, guys.
Her bottoms is getting all eaten up by her cat.
Adam, let me see your other hand. Show me your other hand.
I don't
Come
know
here.
that I've ever said this on Top Guy Theater, but I've named all of my animals after Hart family members. So this is Owen. And
Look at this visual. They're both bleeding.
Yeah. See Owen. I think.
this Ellie, who I named after
Be right back, guys.
Eddie Neidhart.
Hold on. You hear it? You hear
Then
it?
I-
Justin?
Camille.
That was fast.
God, she is beautiful. My God, man. It ain't even right.
Chill out. You got children at home.
They're not here.
Oh, jack off.
I mean,
Well,
I want to see Adam from Bama go in the ring in Schomburg to challenge Keller Cross for the love of Scarlett.
You know what he's going to do like he did in every one of his cell and put the other person over. That's what he's going to do. Adam from Bama learned how to take flat back bumps.
That's why
I was a damn good seller.
Man, you still
I
are.
can sell a move.
I heard about that in Jacksonville.
I mean, you're on a podcast right now or a Top Guy Theater, and Lord knows you're a dumbass. So apparently you're selling yourself well.
Oh, Tyler Valkyrie. Jesus Christ, dude.
I mean, honestly, listeners that are listening to Top Guy Theater, listen to this sumbitch speak. And I understand I live in West Virginia. I actually speak some type of English. I have to get translated from
Translated from Alabama.
No, it's mostly you have to get a translator for Money Mike because it's like you can't really understand the words he says sometimes. Like
I'm really getting this match, guys.
Hey, there's that.
Some of the questions he asks is like Justin can vouch for this. Like the questions he gets from
yeah, after I read the question, I'm so tired I forget what the question was.
But at least he puts in the effort for every show, and not just one, every single show.
I get
trying to ask a question.
He asks questions.
You know what? But it's also my prerogative to shit on him and make fun.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Not prerogative.
It's a must.
Prerogative. I can do what I want to do.
Money Mike's still in our Top Guy Theater group chat because he might not be on air, but he is still a contributor to this show, and he will be back on the show. So we give him shit all the time.
Phil, I know you don't listen to my show, but you could have heard the week that I found out that he skipped WrestleMania to watch Charlotte Flair to go to a fake Shania Twain concert. Not even real.
Oh, we gave him such shit about that.
Yeah.
Oh my
No,
God!
I was at
bed has Money Mike's boots been under, not Shania Twain's or Charlotte Flair's.
Well, I mean, I was at WrestleMania up in the nosebleeds, and when I heard that, I'm like, "You son of a bitch!"
Yeah, like James is driving to Dallas. He's sitting in the nosebleeds 3 miles away from the match, and he's watching Charlotte wrestle. And this motherfucker has to go to a fake Shania Twain concert with
real quick.
Like
look at the throwback
with a hot
dream.
girl, I could get it. He's taking
look
his
at that
mom
throwback,
to
guys. He's
Shania
got the
Twain
$1 million
concert.
dream hooked on there. Oh God, I love that throwback. This whole match tells a great story, beginning to end.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But like, I'm up in the
Get on
nosebleeds.
Money Mike some more. Go ahead, James.
Like, I'm in the nosebleeds watching his woman, apparently, supposedly, and it's like, you can't even watch this shit. I know you can't even watch this live. You have to be.
And he's watching some fake person sing, you know, I'm a woman.
But,
Yeah,
I mean,
you are a
for-
woman, Money Mike.
I mean, for the record, he was.
I like this.
For the record, he was being a good son. taking his mom, but still.
He wants to be a good everything.
Hey,
Unfortunately,
I just want to say that spot
You know,
right
I,
there
I
where
said this on the last episode, and I say this a lot. Money Mike makes me feel bad for swearing. He's like he's the only person I can ever think of. He's so pure and wholesome as an individual. I feel like he's too pure for wrestling. He's just too pure for it. Like I can never. If someone said, picture a wrestling fan, it'd be one of us. If somebody pointed Money Mike out to me, and I just met him one day, had a lunch with him, something like that, I would never in my freaking life go, that guy's a wrestling fan.
But then you met him and realized he's a heel. It's kind of like Terry Taylor back in the day when
God.
If you would have seen him in the streets, you'd be like, hey, he's a nice guy. And now he's a fucking heel. And that's
He's a fucking bitch, but yeah.
So are we saying Money Mike's the Red Rooster?
He's the Red Rooster. Yeah.
I agree with that.
Money Mike is worse than the Red Rooster because his gimmick is worse. And
Wait.
Adam, what are you doing with your phone, Adam?
Anna J.
You know there's a show going on.
Oh, what are we doing?
Here comes McMahon.
How's it going, guys?
Notice how he's still walking funny because he got the kick in the balls.
Antonio, shouldn't you?
I got my back up. I'm good.
Antonio, shouldn't you be cleaning some shit out of the back of a bus or something? What are you doing here?
I'm on vacation.
Oh, there you go. You got that bus vacay.
Yeah.
He sleeps in the back of the bus still, though.
But can I ask you, when you're on vacation, after you drive a bus every day, do you just not want to get in your car and just stay home and not drive?
Well, this is different because I haven't had a car for a while, but I actually got that Ford Taurus. So I've been driving everywhere a lot.
So you're cruising in that Ford Taurus. Okay.
It's a nice looking Taurus. I'm not going to lie, man.
I saw
it. He's cruising on the street in his six.
Justin, that's a good point. He spends his whole work day driving. He's like, thank God I'm done. Now I got to get in my car and drive again.
That's what I was thinking. Like,
I didn't thought about it until just now.
Antonio, honestly, congratulations on the car.
Oh, thank you.
I don't give a fuck. Who cares?
I spent 90% of my day at work while I'm staring at my computer screens, playing on my phone because my job just requires me staring at a screen all day. So I'm like playing on my phone the whole time. Then what do I do when I get off work? I come home, I sit on the couch, and I play on my phone.
Well, I can say that I'm the opposite, Antonio. And Phil. I teach kids every day, special needs kids. And when I come home, I don't want to be around kids. Like, that's why. I deal with them all day at work. I don't want to come home and have to deal with kids again, which is why I admire Phil because he has 85 kids running around this house, and I don't know how he does it.
Gotta go from 7 to 85.
I think Phil just made some more.
You're stealing kids while the show's going on?
Phil adopted 2 kids while we were on the show.
You're not wrong. I mean, it's the point where, I'll come home from work, and there'll be a kid I don't know. And at first, I used to think, I used to be like, oh, my kid made a new friend. Now I just assume it's another one of my kids because they're walking into the house.
Phil made a hilarious comment last week. He says, to the point now, they're just dropping them off at our doorstep.
Well, now that abortion is ruled out, Phil's fucked. Everyone's going to be dropping their kids off.
He said that about that. I was like, just dropping them off like it's a firehouse.
Oh, my God. The stare down between McMahon and Rock.
Phil, your house has now become the Ronald McDonald house. So.
Oh, yeah, we're the Ronald McDonald house charities over here.
So pretty much just McDonald's in general.
Oh, my God.
Hey, Phil, get you some big red shoes in a wig.
Maybe some Big Macs and some chicken nuggets.
Hey, Phil, tell Henry to get out of there.
What's Henry doing? Is he fucking playing the Bills against whoever in the Madden championship right now? What's he doing?
I'm not sure where he went.
So at this point, when I saw this, all I thought was Vince was trying to screw The Rock, not side with Austin. So I was kind of like, you still haven't really seen them side with Austin. That the fix is in.
Yeah.
So this, like I said, now here it is, right here. This is where you go, holy shit.
And JR made it even bigger just by his commentary.
Yeah, JR makes
that's JR, man. He brings the lyrics to the song, to the music.
He's like, why, Steve? Why? Why this way?
Yeah. And I think that about every time you rape a small child, Antonio. I'm like, why?
Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
That's a show called
Wow.
Yeah.
You just put his business all out there.
So there's Vince throwing the ref in there. Get your ass in there. Count that 3.
I mean,
1,
quick, tell a
2,
story.
and then still kicks out. You just you keep thinking, man, The Rock's gonna win this because they can't even screw him out of the title.
Hey, Phil, you gotta edit that out. Yeah, edit that out.
Antonio won't be able to get a job after this.
Yeah, time code is at like 3:32 or something.
This is the only time I say cut that out.
What is that old Full House? Cut it out.
Yeah, cut it out.
It takes me getting on the show for you.
Oh, God, right here. Rock should have won this match right here. I thought for sure Rock could have won because all this. Oh, and then Vince, of course, distracts the ref. Son of a bitch. God, this is such a great match. I forgot, just watching this without the sound and just talking to you guys, I'm still invested in this damn match.
I know.
Have a tank top on right now?
Who, me?
You. Where you at?
I'm right here.
Where you at?
You should have told me last week, Justin.
There it is.
No! No!
And the best seller of the stunner of all time.
Yep, he's got a black tank top on. Hey, I sent
And
him
he
a
picks out again
tank
of the
top.
stunner. The Rock just doesn't die in this match. I love it.
Yeah, I know.
I sent Antonio a ringside rant tank top because I know he loves tank tops, and he says he uses it as a dish rag.
You know, we should change your name to Tank Top Tonio.
Tank Top Tony.
Tank Top Tonio.
Yeah.
Tank Top
Tank
Tonio.
Top Taco Tonio.
Oh, well, the taco meat better be well done or that little bitch won't eat it because he's a cunt.
And you think maybe he's going to kick out again? But not this time. The Rock has had
Phil,
I had an X that reminded
Except
me
he
of
does it and he kicks out again. He
Phil,
kicks
I have
out
a question
again.
before I get off here. How do you eat your steak?
Medium rare,
done.
sir. Medium rare.
What'd you say?
Well done.
Rare,
Well
which is
done.
the exact right way that steak is supposed to be eaten. And you know what this fucking bigot redneck over in Buffalo eats his steak? Well done.
No.
Well, who
Does he put ketchup on it too?
Yeah, go ahead and put ketchup on it then.
God.
I
Like
don't live in.
fucking-
I don't live. Hey, I don't live in Buffalo. Thank you very much. I don't know who you're talking about.
Rochester, whatever shitty town you live in New York, that's fine. But you still eat well done steak, and that's an issue.
Why, Steve? Why?
This
Why
match
this
is
way?
so fucking good.
1,
He's
2.
not kicking out of
3.
that. And there's the 3. It is over.
Heel turn, but a big pop.
We're going to skip the pop and circumstance of the end because we definitely ran a little long this evening. We're going to go really quick around the room.
I would like to ask your question, your listeners, Phil.
Uh-huh.
Put on Twitter, what are your favorite Austin Rock match? Because
Absolutely.
I like this one, I think, when Austin changes and goes heel turn because it kind of just made the most sense at the end of the match.
Absolutely. We'll throw the poll out there. So real quick, Adam from Bama, what did you think of WrestleMania 17, sir?
Oh, it's top 3 for me. I mean, I was a super Rock fan. I know I loved Austin too, but I always gravitated to The Rock, and anytime they had a match together, no matter, I can't remember if it was SummerSlam or one of them or one of the off-brand pay-per-views, but every match they had together was amazing, and so this just tops it off. Other than McMahon being in there.
Sorensen, wake up! What'd you think of this?
And sorry, I keep getting videos from my mom. They're at the Eagles concert in Las Vegas.
What'd you think of WrestleMania 17, sir?
Nobody gives a shit. Antonio, what do you think, man?
Okay, go ahead, Jimmy. Okay, we can't hear him, so let me go.
Are you muted? Are you muted? We don't have you muted. Are you muted?
I didn't do nothing, I promise. I didn't do anything to your microphone.
No
or
one's
anything.
messed with your mic, bud.
Okay, well, let me
Go
go.
ahead, Antonio.
Okay, so this pay-per-view was really good. Probably my favorite probably one of my top favorite pay-per-views of all time. This was at the height of my fandom. Just enjoyed it.
This for me has to be the best WrestleMania of all time. If not, I mean, there's so many that it's hard to remember all of them at this point. But this one, this is one of the ones I never forget the main event of, and it always sticks out in my mind. So, for sure, probably my favorite, maybe up there. James Sorson, you have 5 seconds, and The Rock needs 5 seconds to give us your thoughts on this, and we're going to go right to the outro. 5, 4, 3.
Yeah, we can't hear you.
2, 1. This has been Top Guy Theater. We're tapping out. Good night.
14 WrestleManias.
A leg drop, an elbow smash, a body slam.
Are you ready to fight? Who will survive? He's got him! Goodbye. Later. Out. Bye. Out.